Hi there, and welcome to Jay's Toy Collection Live. Once again, back with you on this Saturday night, on this very festive of weekends indeed. Of course, it is Christmas weekend 2023, everybody. Let's have a celebration. Have you all finished work? I have finished work yesterday. Fantastic, and I will not be back in work until at least the 2nd of January. So that's fun. So it's nice to have a bit of time off. So do let me know in the chat if you finished work, or are you having to, of course, work over this festive period, which I'm sure won't be very fun. I started off working in retail many years ago, so I've worked a lot of Christmases, and well, I'm glad I don't anymore. So I have dressed up for the occasion, so I might even stand up for you as a bonus. So I'm in my festive Star Wars t-shirt. There's a shot of Grogu and the Mandalorian full screen for you. So yes, I've got some festive guests on with me this evening. You may recognize some of them. We also have a debutant on this evening, his first time on the channel with me. Now, Cheeky Monkey, she is with me and she will be joining us this evening. How are you doing, dear? She's not by my side. She is here. Don't panic, she is here, but she's ladies and gentlemen, I've got an announcement. Cheeky Monkey is she's with another man. She is with another. Can you believe it? At this time of year, she's with another man. And I'll tell you what, they're even on my sofa. They are on my sofa. I cannot believe this is happening. She is with another man on my sofa. So we will get to her in a minute. So she is look at this already. Her fans are already out in the chat. If I can get this mouse to work. Hashtag bring on Cheeky Monkey. She is here. I can see her. She's just in the waiting room. So I've got the power now when I decide to let her out of the waiting room and actually let her on the live stream. So do say hello in the live chat and we will see who's in the chat. So make yourself known. So this evening's topic, well, I thought we could do the best of 2023. And I thought, no, we'll save that. We'll do that in the first stream of 2024. Because in case some other toys turn up, because toys, let me tell you, toys have been turning up at a rapid pace this week. To my left here, I have a humongous pile. So when I get to pickups, I'll save my pickups for later in the show. Yeah, we've got a lot to go through. So it's been a very, very busy week, the week before Christmas. So we will get to that. So I thought the actual topic, let's just talk about Christmas. And let's talk about, more specifically, action figures at Christmas and action figures of childhood. Now, I've not even told my guests this, but this is a topic, so I hope they can think of some of their favourite action figures from Christmas as a child, and we'll get images up and we'll talk about them as we go. And of course, it's This Week in Toys, so wouldn't be This Week in Toys without a bit of toy news. So I've tried to find what I can for the toy news, and we will be going through that. Cheeky Monkey's given me an early Christmas gift. So I've got this massive drinks bottle, which reads toys. And completed it. So that's what she thinks of my toy collection. She thinks I'm done. She thinks I've completed it, but it's not really completed. But I'll take a drink anyway to see if this works. I've just filled it up for the first time. It works, but the straw's a bit in and out. So that could be an issue. So do say hello to each other in the chat. And I will get one of my first graphics up of the evening. Just remember a little bit of housekeeping. We have this fancy graphic I have prepared for This Week in Toy special. And of course, it's Keep the Streak Alive. So keep the super chat streak alive. Help the Undertaker at this festive time of year. And I have prepared a very special super chat graphic. So we do get any super chats in this evening, then we will be using the special Christmas super chat graphic. So get those super chats in if you'd like to support the channel, and we get a very special super chat banner to come. So I will say hello to the chat in a second and go through that. And I suppose I should get some guests in first, and we'll start. There she is, Cheeky Monkey Kiara.
No!
And Matt from the Detached Brick. Now, what's going on? You're in my living room. Matt's dressed like a Christmas pudding. What's happening down here?
Well, it's nearly melted. It got a little bit steamy down here, but we're all right. We're okay.
Unbelievable. Cheeky Monkey, what have you got to say for yourself in front of all the people here on YouTube?
I was booted out. I'm just doing as I'm told. So I'm quite comfy on the sofa here in Matt's round. So why not? You know,
I can't stand up. We'll just go from waist upwards. If I stand up, that's bad news. So
Absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. So Cheeky Monkey is still with me, but she's sat with her best mate on the sofa. And I don't know. Basically, the real reason she's down there is because now I'm up in the toy room. We've only got one office chair, so she didn't feel like sitting on this. So to my side here, I will show you the wooden foldable chair.
Okay.
Fancy.
I can't sit on that.
So
I'll get pain in my bum.
yeah. So Matt's had to come round, get his laptop out, so she's got something to stream off with this. So she's downstairs. So what are you wearing for your festive outfits then? Talk me through your outfits.
Ladies first.
I've got Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal from Home Alone. Yeah, one of my favourites. So yeah, this was a lovely Christmas gift from Jay actually. So I wear it with love, and yeah, it comes out every year now. So it's yeah, stable in the household now.
Oh, fantastic. And Matthew, you're wearing, what is that? A Christmas pudding on your head?
Well, we start with the boxers. They're nice and Christmassy. We've got big baubles on the boxers. Moving up from that, we've got a really nice Christmas jumper, followed by a T-shirt and a Christmas pudding as well. So I've got 4 items. 4.
Oh, fantastic. It's all going on. It's all the Christmas items. And I can see in the chat we have had a super chat. So I'll get to that in 1 second and you will see my festive super chat graphic. The streak has been kept alive, it seems, by Little Gleaf Creations. We will get to that in 2 seconds. But we will get this man in. We will start next. It is Mark Tac. Hello, Mark. How are you doing?
Hi, Jay. Hi, everyone. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Glad to be here as always, Jay. Thanks for having me on the stream, the Christmas theme stream.
No, it's nice to have you here for Christmas. So what are you wearing for Christmas then today?
Well, Jay, this evening I am rocking a Star Wars Christmas jumper here. You can see it here with all sorts of droids on it and presents and all that kind of, malarkey in a galaxy far, far away. And, of course, a Santa hat. So that is my festive treats for this evening. That's what I'm wearing.
Fantastic. Look at Star Wars jumper as well. So that's 2 for Star Wars and a hat.
Yeah.
And our final guest, and we've got one more guest in at the moment, and he, of course, you've seen him in the chat before. You often see him with some pink hand waving, but this time he's on the stream. He said he's going to make this debut as good as Kane. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's got to be Kane, or it could be Jamie.
Not quite pink hands, but hand waving nonetheless.
Hello, Jamie. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you all?
Oh,
Good,
not too bad at all.
Good, yeah.
She did have me up at 7 o'clock this morning to do the festive food shop before the shops got busy. So
beat the crowds. You've got to beat the crowds. Oh my gosh! Like
we did ours yesterday.
Oh,
yeah. Was it busy?
Food shop.
It was. It's manic around here.
Yeah, no, it was very busy around here this morning. What are you wearing for your festive attire then, Jamie?
So I am wearing my Ho Ho Homer.
Oh, Homer! Love Homer.
Fantastic. Look at that. Ho, ho, Homer. Absolutely brilliant.
That's so good.
Well, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's in for now. So we are all on the screen. I see I've got the background graphics working now. So since Mark's last been on, I've fiddled with StreamYard and we've got graphics. We've got a pink background. We all seem to be working. So we're fully on brand. So let's get to that super chat then. And it was Little Leaf Creations to drop the £3 super chat. Merry Christmas. Have a great one. Hashtag repay crew. So thank you, Pete, from Little Leaf Creations there. He has kept the super chat streak alive. We've had at least one super chat every live stream for this week in toys on our weekend stream since we reached 1,000 subscribers. So thank you to Little Leaf Creations. And as a thank you, you're going to get the first ever graphic here. So here we go. We're going to say thank you to him with the new graphics I prepared. But this isn't my usual one. This is the festive one. This, ladies and gentlemen, is thank you for your super chat. And it's Craig. It's our Craig dressed as Santa with his Mr. Blobby. Look at that. I've come up with that thing. Well, what a monstrosity that is. Fantastic. So thank you for your super chat. Look at that. And look at that. We've got Craig and Mr. Blobby. I'm sure he's going to love that if he's watching us. Yeah. So if you want to see that graphic again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid that's going to cost you. That is the thank you for a super chat graphic. Cheeky Monkey has the first time she's seen that. I haven't shown her it yet.
Oh,
so
brilliant. I love it.
She can wait and see. If you want to see that again, you know what you got to do. You got to drop them super chats, help the channel, and we will get more of Christmas Craig. So that's a one-off special. Christmas so only Craig. Super chats from today will get you the Christmas Craig graphic. So let's say hello to people in the chat. We've got Matt, the detached brick. He's on the screen. He's also in the chat. We've got Tac. He's doing the same thing. He's in the chat at the same time. So's Cheeky Monkey. My God, you're all get out the chat. Who have we got here? We got Hill Phones. Phil Jones is here. Hello, Phil. The best Christmas movie is actually National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Oh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. She made me watch that the other day. Oh, I was like a right grumpy get through it. I was like, it was so over the top. It was winding me up.
Can I explain why we watched it? I had a Christmas quiz at my work, and I'd never heard of this film. And I asked Jay if he'd watched it. He's like, "Oh yeah, you'd love it, but I'd hate it," sort of thing. And I was like, "Well, can we watch it?" He made me watch Star Wars the other night, so I was like, "Yeah, we'll watch one of my films." And I choose to watch. I had the best time. It was so funny. It was classic. But Jay was like, "I don't know why you're laughing. I don't find it funny at all." So, but I do like it, Phil. So I think it's a really good film as well, especially festive films up there.
There's a festive film.
The top ones.
So we do have a poll in the chat then on that. What's the best Christmas film? I could only give 4 options, so I came up with one I like. So I went for Die Hard. Yes, it is a Christmas film. Well, yes, I agree.
Oh, yes.
We got Home Alone, which is Cheeky Monkey's favourite Christmas film. Then we went for the Muppets Christmas Carol, and then we went for Elf. So there are your 4 poll options.
I like Elf too.
At the moment, it's pretty close between Home Alone and Muppets, but hopefully the polls are working. Now, I know they haven't been working on mobile very well with YouTube, but they are there. So you can vote in the poll, and we'll get to Christmas films as we go through our festive talking. So we get back to the chat. Who else have we got here? We got to good old Phil Jones there. Who else is here? We got Christopher Allen is here. Hello, Christopher Allen. I am TJ Williams is here. Hello to you, sir. We've seen displayed once. He's hashtagging everything in the chat. Are you drunk yet, Rich? I heard you were having a few this evening. We've got I can try it again. Uncaged Gotaku. I'm terrible at pronouncing that, but hello again. Cedric's here, dropping those monkeys. Yes, do drop those monkeys in the chat.
Show the monkey
For
love.
Cheeky Monkey. Who else have we got in here? We've got Scotty C's in here. Hello. Oh, I could get up your Blue Hour collectibles, couldn't I? Let me have a look. So let me just get the website up for you. Let me go there. Press a few buttons, and eventually, if my few buttons like me, we will be able to get that to work. They do like me, so I need to press that button instead. Then come back to this screen. Then press that button instead. And there we go. My goodness, that was complicated. So yes, go over to Blue Owl Collectibles on Instagram, also blueowlcollectibles.com. And Scotty C is starting a new store and has a bit of a giveaway going. So a new store coming in the new year for your action figures. So sign up to the mailing list on the website. And you can also like on Facebook and Instagram. And you can potentially enter this competition for a very nice figure, the Mafex Hush Batman. Now, of course, this is the black and grey version. A version I don't have, so I've entered that competition. So get yourself in there, support Scotty C in his new venture.
You don't have, Jay? A toy
I've got the blue version, dear. I've got the blue version.
Blimey.
Don't have the black version there. So do go over to Blue Hour Collectibles over on Instagram there, and you can get all the competition information there. Right. Who else have we got here? There is the man of the hour, Craig. You want to see? It's going to cost you a super chat, Craig. You want to see your face again, son? The screen. Craig is with us.
Brilliant.
He is a star of super chats this evening. Merry Christmas to all, says Kevin BT. Hello. Just watched the Muppets the other day. We've watched it twice this year, actually, the Muppets. If not, hello. Adam is here. Adam Batman Moran is here. Jamie's making. What's Jamie doing? He's whirring. Technical issues from Jamie. He's the king of old technical issues, is our Jamie. He'll come back and he's working. Hello, Batman. Batman's joined us for Christmas. Hello, Adam. Saturday Out. Hello. He's come over from Matt's Lego channel there. Another one for National Lampoon's.
Another one that says it's a great film.
What is going on? National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. My goodness me. There was and no problem at all, Scotty. So yeah, do go support Blue Hour Collectibles on there. Right. That's the introduction, ladies and gentlemen. I think Jamie's back. We'll press a few buttons. We can get him back in there. I'll take a sip from my very large mug, and we will begin. How's your Wi-Fi doing, Jamie? He's still thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He's really thinking about it now.
Is it working?
He's looking at us. We'll wave at him. We'll wave at him, Jamie. Any?
No.
How you doing, Jamie? Hey. Are you back with us?
No.
No. We'll bring it back in a minute.
It's all gone wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is YouTube Live. We have technical difficulties. He's coming here like Kane. He's been pinned. Shawn Michaels has kicked him out of Hell in a Cell. It's all going on. He's gone. We'll see if that works. I've tried that button. We'll give him a sign. Give him 2 waves. We'll do the festive dance, ladies and
gentlemen. Am I back?
Yay! There he is.
I just can't see Jay. Jay is the only one that I can't see.
I don't need to see him.
About that. He's not important.
Don't worry about my face. No, that's fine.
Definitely.
Right, so everybody's back with us. So, what should we start with? Let's go through. Let's have a think. Should we start with Christmas or we start with a bit of toy news? I suppose it's a toy news channel. We'll start with a bit of toy news before we get into Christmas. So let's do a bit of screen sharing. Let's go to over here. We're going to go over to Geek Dad Life to start with some of the toy news this week. We're going to share this tab instead, and we're going to go over to here. And it's been DesignerCon this past week. Lots being shown at DesignerCon. I hope Mark's paid more attention to DesignerCon than I did, but I'll start us off with Mondo. So Mark, start rapidly thinking about DesignerCon as I talk about Mondo. So they have shown, oh my goodness, this has got me excited. This has got me very, very excited at DesignerCon. Mondo in person here. If I can do a bit of scrolling, get your scrolling magic working. There you go. A bit of a zoom. This Mondo Rogue, and oh my goodness, she looks good. So they announced at PowerCon earlier in the year, I think, and in SDCC as well, a lot more of the Mondo X-Men line. Rogue looks like she is going to be the next one out, and she looks utterly fantastic. So she comes, this deluxe edition will be coming with an animated Sentinel head base, and I am excited. As you can see behind me on the top shelf, you might be able to see behind me because my graphics are probably in the way at the moment, but I have gone very deep into Mondo in 2023. Very deep into Mondo indeed. So it's this has got me very tempted. I clearly will be purchasing this. Cheeky Monkey was going to be very, very happy with me. And yeah, she looks fantastic. I don't know what else to say about her. She looks great. She just looks fantastic. Anybody else got any thoughts on Rogue?
Well, I agree with you, Jay. Yeah, she's picture perfect, isn't she? She looks like she just stepped off the animated series. They just look amazing, these Mondo figures, don't they? They capture the animated look so well. I mean, it's a slippery rabbit hole to go down, as you know yourself now, because they revealed Cyclops as well. Is that right at DesignerCon? Am I correct in thinking
they
that?
did? Yeah, they did reveal Cyclops as well.
But yeah,
and Mark, and I'll have this noted at 8:25. Mark has told me to go down a slippery hole. So. It's Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. That's the kind of filth you get here.
Is that where we're going?
Okay. We'll try not to get demonetized this evening, but I'm sure YouTube can't pick up innuendo.
No, that's right.
She does look good. Now, Matt, this has come out, or it's coming on the 1st of January in Lego, I do believe.
It is. Technically, will be available to order. I don't know actually if there's any way you can physically have it in hand for the 1st, so you might have to wait until the 2nd. But no, it does look very, very good in minifigure form with the new X-Men Jet. So it does look very, very good, actually. And obviously, seeing your Mondo collection that is behind your big noggin, I think that would look very, very good on your shelf with that really nice base. I think that base does look very smart.
Yeah, I've gone over the Lego website, got that up there, and so you get the minifigure version of Rogue, the minifigure version of Cyclops, and Magneto in his new sort of school teacher outfit. So
yes.
You'll I suppose $74.99. Now you see, Paul Rogue there's going to probably set me back £220. So maybe I'm collecting the wrong scale here.
Yeah,
it's still a rip-off though, as you worked out.
I did, yeah. And if you are a Lego, if you work out the actual price per brick on this one, 21 pence is your price per brick on this one. And usually Lego works out about 7 to 8p a brick. So they've literally gone double Lego price. So you're paying that Marvel Legends tax. Hopefully X-Men 97 will be coming at some point on Disney Plus next year. It's due at some point next year, isn't it?
Yeah, I think early, like spring kind of time, Jay. I think from what they're saying, isn't it? Early kind of time, spring, I believe. Yeah, but
I think somebody did share a prequel comic to it the other day, didn't they? Seeing one of the groups, and so I think that was March. So yeah, probably are looking at the springtime for this. So if you are a Lego fan, then and you like your X-Men, then you've got a good start. Hopefully, maybe an X-Mansion or something will be to come. Is there rumours of that, Matt?
There will be, there is rumours, absolutely. But I would imagine it's going to be another big, probably UCS scale, potentially. But it depends if they're going to go for like a play scale to start with, and if it sells well, they'll up it, or they might do what they've done with that Spider-Man set, but they've done that edition as well. But would you guys and girls like this as a HasLab project, or would it just be too big?
Jamie, what do you think? HasLab X-Jet?
Me personally, I don't have the space for it, but if it was a good price, then I think it's hard to pass up.
What's your cut-off price, Jamie?
I don't actually have one, to be fair.
I would be thinking, you'd be at least £800, at least 800. I would say, to have that in 6-inch scale. I honestly think you'd be at 1,000, and that's probably why they won't do it. It's so big. They do it in 3 3/4. Yeah, we've had 3 3/4 over the years of it, but it just wouldn't be the same as a 6-inch where you can get your figures in. Mark's already thinking down there. He's like, got a dragonfly.
I am, Jay. Yeah, as you're talking, it's making me, because thinking about the Hiss tank that we've just got recently and how that's a great vehicle in 6-inch. Yeah, I guess they'd have to scale it down. I guess they couldn't really make it true 1/12 scale. Like you say, maybe to keep costs down, but it would be good. Yeah, it'd be very good. Yeah.
I think they could probably put just be able to put 2 people in it, and then the rest of it is solid plastic.
Yeah, that's true.
You could.
Yeah,
scale the cockpit to get something in, so we can. We can live in hope. We can live in hope. Merry Christmas, Tanner. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. He's jumped in, and Adam said it'd be amazing to have one. Yeah, I'd like one hanging off my ceiling. Some good support beams now. And Matt's come on here with his little £75 Lego thingy. He's asking us if we're going to spend nearly £1,000 on our one. No,
I still think it's overpriced.
Yeah, let's see how that happens. Let me go back to DesignerCon then. Right over here, they've shown. It's Tila, isn't it? Look at Tila here. There was now, Mark. I know you've looked into some of these Masters of the Universe figures, but your Secret Santa being Beast Man, I saw there. So...
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I mean, it looks lovely. It does look like I'm kind of a 1/12 scale collector, so Mondo's a little out of my sort of scale of collecting. Having said that, if they do something that I could maybe fudge into a 1/12 scale, I'd probably look at it. I mean, that Venom that they've done, that animated Venom. I know we're going off topic of Master of the Universe, but that animated Venom for like a giant Venom, that would probably work in display. But yeah, I mean, these again look amazing, don't they? They're sort of like the ultimate figure, aren't they, to get if you like Master of the Universe or X-Men or Spider-Man animated series, anything that you like and you kind of want an ultimate version of. Mondo's sort of, and you want an alternative to Hot Toys with cloth and things. Mondo is an excellent choice, isn't it? So, I mean, these look fantastic. Yeah. Have you got any of the Master of the Universe yourself, Jay? Yeah, I can't remember. Have you got? Yeah.
I haven't. No, I tried to stay away from those because they just released the Battle Cat. Yeah. But that was what 500, and then you'd want Panther, so that's £1,000, and then you'd want He-Man and Skeletor, and now you're at £1,500. I was like, maybe not.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Thank you, dear. So she's happy with me that I passed. There you go. A Christmas miracle. I passed on a toy line that I actually like. Because Mark is right. These look utterly fantastic. But
I actually ordered my 3rd Masterverse figure today.
Okay.
So that was the costumed Tila from Revelations.
Okay. Yeah. Is that a slippery hole you're thinking of going down, Jamie? Like
I have my rule that technically it's Sarah Michelle Gellar, so I can fudge it somewhere. I can find a hole for it. Don't worry.
Perfect.
It's Christmas. It's getting absolutely off the rails. Jamie, if you want some Masterverse, I'm selling every single figure from the line. I've got a whole box, so I can probably hook you up with Masters of the Universe Masterverse, because I must have at least 20 odd figures that I've got in the box trying to sell, because I was trying to get out of that line. So yeah, we're doing live deals here at Jay's Toy Collection.
Yeah, just
for
buy it
Christmas.
all off the Jay, then I have more room in the house. It'd be great. Just sell it all, Jay.
Oh, fantastic. Right, Mark has teed up my other memory. I've got another tab open of what else they did show. Of course, they had a panel. And this is going to be a very expensive panel. So I think it's about time I put up the Streets Alive for this week, but we can keep it doubly alive, ladies and gentlemen, because before we go for this panel, there's going to be a lot of toys to buy for this panel. So anybody's feeling festive, keep the super chat streak alive. And if you want to see Craig, you've got to drop one of them super chats, any amount, and festive Craig and Mr. Blobby will be shown on the screen. So if that intrigues you, ladies and gentlemen, because we've got a few new viewers in, and just a little super chat there, and you will be able to see Craig and help fund the Mondos here. So they had a panel. Oh my goodness, did they have a panel? So they showed some of the stuff they did at PowerCon, which is the animated Spider-Man, which looks great. And you get, for the first time, a mask he can hold in his hand, which is a brilliant accessory, and also the pulled off Green Goblin mask as well. So that was great. And they added to it. They added more, didn't they? So if we go to the next slide here. We're over on shout out to JC. We're on marvelousnews.com at the moment. And here we go. They showed Venom. So for the first time, we saw Venom in Mondo 1/6 scale. And Mike X, you're around, Mike. It's a Christmas treat for you, Mike X, if you're watching on the replay. I haven't seen you in the chat yet, because Mondo Venom looks stunning. So we've got proper cell-shaded Venom, interchangeable heads, Eddie Brock portrait. We've got almost the scales of justice that the web he creates and he hangs Spider-Man from. You've got that accessory. You've got the slimy tongue. You've got all sorts of web effects. Oh, this line is going to be a rabbit hole for me, a really big rabbit hole. So I'm very excited, as you can tell, about this. And I know our good friend, shout out to Dan, who, of course, I think this will be the one I'll be able to tempt him. I've been trying to enable him for a few months now on Mondo. And I think Spider-Man will be the line that will get him. The nostalgia we have for that animated 90s series is strong. And this Venom is going to be hard to resist. Anybody else intrigued by this one?
I'm dabbling in the 1/6 stuff, obviously, with certain lines, but this one is an itch that I've got that I don't know whether I need to scratch or not.
Jamie is tempted to scratch that itch. They're probably too big for you, Mark, but I'm sure you're gonna like this.
But I tell you what is so appealing about these, partly in a way, Jay, that you can tell, just from looking at it, is the accessories and like the care and the love they've put into it. So like you mentioned with the Spider-Man, the animated Spider-Man, the fact that it had a goblin mask, the fact that he could hold his mask, some of those accessories, like with Venom here, I believe it's got the webbing that's from the intro. I'm sure, from the intro bit where he holds Spider-Man up, there's kind of a webbing cradle in the corner, which I'm sure David Displays Model Behavior might have mentioned that, and stuff like that is so like well thought out, and it makes you, it's because I'm sure they're brilliant figures. You can probably mention that, attest that yourself, Jay, that they're probably amazing figures in hand. But the fact that they've got all these kind of really well thought out accessories makes them so appealing as well for displays, photography. I mean, I suppose photography wise, they're going to be quite imposing to photograph, because you're going to need massive dioramas to sort of take photos of them in and that kind of thing. But yeah, on a display, I mean, the accessories just are next level, aren't they? They're really next level. Yeah. So yeah, I'm admiring from afar, Jay.
Yeah, no, I tried to admire from afar, but I got suckered in with the X-Men. The X-Men just suckered me in. It was Magneto, I think, that got me, and then off I went. So Venom is coming next year. We've also got, they showed it at PowerCon, of course, Symbiote Spider-Man as well. And the thing I like about here is you get the Prometheum X. You get the little black rock on the little purple plinth where the Kingpin keeps the Prometheum X, as they called it in the animated series, that makes the symbiote. So that is a fantastic accessory to get. So that has me rather excited. And then Mark mentioned earlier, we've got Cyclops. So this one's being branded X-Men 97 rather than the original sort of X-Men 92. But his outfit is exactly the same. So I think it might just be working a bit of rebranding into the line as we go towards that series at some point next year. So he does look good. So that's going to be another one I'll have to add to the collection. For some reason, I'm now all in on Mondo X-Men, Mondo Spider-Man, and Mondo Batman.
I will say as well to anyone that is like curious about the 12-inch stuff is that if you're worried, like you just got to be brave. 12 inches is a lot, but if you're brave enough, you can do it.
There you go. That's sound advice from Jamie there. Sound advice indeed. If you're brave enough, you can do it. Get that on a t-shirt for him next year. But there is one more Mondo. So I'm going to have to jump to a different tab because it is not Marvel. It is DC. So if I jump over here, you'll be able to see that they've shown Bane. So they've shown animated Bane with interchangeable roided up torso. So you can swap the torso out. I think it's probably going to be a static piece. And you can make this sort of when Batman even comes to the Batarang that jams the venom in the intake there, which makes him go super roid and massive. So another fantastic looking figure here. So another one I'm probably going to have to get. Oh dear, I don't know how quite this is happening, but it's happening. So Cheeky Monkey, you talk to me about this one, dear. You talk to me.
I'm wrong for doing right sometimes. This is the problem. If I say something looks good, you go, right, I'll buy it. If I say it looks rubbish, you'll buy it anyway. So I can't win either way. So I think, buy what you want, dear, but remember about budgeting. I think that's my advice here for you. Remember the budget we've been talking about.
The budgeting. We do. Whoa, that Bane. Just wow. The Venom Duct also looks good, says Batman himself in the chat. And of course, if you look at Adam's little emoji there, it's or avatar, I should probably say. It is him cosplaying as Bane. You can see. So maybe this could be a future cosplay for you, Adam. You could do the animated version of Bane. I can see you're in the Christian Bale universe version of Bane there, but you could always try the Affleck one. There you go. Sound advice coming from Mrs. Hello to Bonehead. Name of not
thank you, Bonehead.
There you go. You've got a fan, dear. You've got a fan.
The reason in this household, unfortunately.
Right, we've got one bit more toy news, then we will jump to our festive topic. So it is more DC actually. So I think if I go to McFarlane tab here, Todd's been doing a lot of animated re-releases, but what I wanted to go through is something that had me rather excited this week from Todd. It's the new Adventures of Batman. So the animated series from the 1970s, but they did use the voice actors from the 66 show. So Adam West and Burt Ward did voice Batman and Robin in the New Adventures. They didn't in the Adventures, but they did in the New Adventures. And I got a lot of memories of this as a kid. Now, Matt has a memory he doesn't even know, because when Matt was here putting the unit in behind me, I had him crawling under the bed. And as he was crawling under the bed, he was putting in some VHSs. And he may have noticed a childhood VHS in that of the animated 1970s New Adventures of Batman. So, got a lot of memories of this. Still got my childhood VHS. So the fact I'm seeing these animated designs got me a little excited, especially the Joker. So if I can jump through and find, so we got Batgirl. There's Batgirl, looking like Batgirl. I don't want to show Batgirl. Where's the Joker? We'll go in order. So we'll go to Batman. So as you can see, we've got almost the 66 design, but it is the animated design, the black cowl with the blue on it. It really does look like the animated series from the Jamie's having a bit of funny business again. I'll remove it. I've got the power, you see. There you go, removed.
It's got the power.
I've got the power. The power of the sun in the palm of my hands. Little hint for pickups. So that is a really good animated looking version of Batman. Now, of course, you can't have Batman He's failed my joke there. JC, get them in order, son. We don't want to look at Commissioner Gordon. We don't want Commissioner Gordon. Come on, where's
you just went left? It would have been first.
There he is.
Right, there's the Joker. Let's get him in the packaging. There's
he actually looks pretty cool.
He looks just like this. Now, this Joker used to freak me out as a kid. This was the one that actually scared me. Was this version of Joker? I don't know. The face just freaked me out. He's even reading a newspaper from the cartoon. He is reading about the gas walls in the cartoon. Oh, it's just that face. That face is just phenomenal. I love this head sculpt. I really love this head sculpt. So this one will have to be ordered. Now, I'm trying not to go too mad and order the whole collection. I think I could maybe just put these on the wall and go for Batman, Robin, and the Joker. Hopefully, I will see. So I'm gonna go and try and find my dick. Mark, what do you think of these?
Yeah, these look fun, don't they, Jay? They look really, really fun. I mean, McFarlane does have a habit of like making these kind of fun figures. He did with the 66 figures before. They just look really fun, don't they? I mean, you know, they're 6-inch, which is nice because it's nice to have, you know, obviously there's a lot of 7-inch figures, but it's nice to have some 6-inch figures. Yes, the articulation is kind of a bit more basic or limited, but it's the style. It suits the style of the actual, you know, characters and the figures. So it kind of suits that aesthetic. So yeah, they're just fun, aren't they? And like with the kind of retro card backs as well, you can almost, if you wanted to make a display, if a person wanted to make a display, you can have one to open and one to sort of put on a, you know, a display. But yeah, just fun. And the nice thing is, looking at some of it, I noticed that I think they're doing like a back cave and to the world building as well, by looks of things as well, which unless I got that wrong, but I think I saw a photo with something like a bat cave or something. So they're world building.
The packaging. Let's have a look.
Maybe it's the pack. Yeah, there's something there, isn't there?
Yeah, that's the 66 one. That's the one they've already done. Yeah,
the one they've released. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, you know, credit to McFarlane. He's done world building with the 66 line. There was the bat boat, wasn't there? There was the bat cave. So, I mean, they're just fun, aren't they? They're fun. Yeah.
Yeah, they're fun little figures. The sculpt, I don't know why Robin's got all the little sewn up bits on the chest. I think that's particularly accurate. Now, Matthew, have you ever actually seen this show? Or was it when you handled my VHS the first time you've actually even seen this?
When I fondled your items in your bedroom, do you mean? Yeah. I have seen 1 or 2 episodes. Because obviously, is this the year of the actor from Rocky, the coach, when he was younger? Who did he play? Was it the Penguin?
He played the Penguin in the 66.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he voiced that. The Penguin in this has a really cool blue suit. So if they could do the Penguin in the blue suit, that would be very good. I don't think Burgess Meredith voiced him in the animated series, but he did in the 66 live action.
But no, I don't
realize that.
Think I've seen it. I don't think I've seen the animation of this. I don't think. I probably have, but I'll say no to be safe.
It's almost like Batman Scooby-Doo is the way I try and describe it. It was done by Filmation, so the same studio that did He-Man and Masters of the Universe. So it's a Lou Scheimer production in the 70s. It was just, I remember catching replays probably early morning on BBC or Channel 4 or something, very, very early 90s. They used to just replay this stuff at random times of the day. So, and like I say, I had that VHS. How Many Herrings in a Wheelbarrow was one of the episodes of the Adventures of Batman animated series. That's the one. That's the one that terrified me. Joker tries to get Batman into a furnace. If it's got his face on it, I wonder if I can find an image of it. There was. I'm gonna have a bit of a Google live on screen because these have got me a bit excited.
Last time you did this, you kicked yourself out your own stream, so be careful.
I do have 2 screens, but I've only got one turned on tonight, so we will see how we do here. Trying not to kick myself. So, Jamie, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I can only apologise for this internet connection. It has been a pain in the butt.
I think I need to drop the super chat street thing for Jamie. We need to pay for this man's internet, ladies and gentlemen. So you want to see Craig's face? If you want to see Craig's face and sort out Jamie's internet, then you know what button to press. Right. How many herrings in the wheel back? There we go. I got a sort of screenshot from it here. If I share this tab instead. Over here and on the right-hand side, how many herrings in the wheelbarrow? There's that furnace that I remember. And Batman and Robin, it's a 2-parter. And I think they got left to slide down to their death and it just terrified me with this Joker's face. It did. It really did.
Have they not done animated movies with the voice actors as well recently? Like just before Adam West died?
They did, yes.
Is
They've
that
done 2
any
modern.
connection to the show?
No. That was almost like a continuation of the animated of the actual live action 66 series, and they brought Two-Face into that because Two-Face wasn't in 66, but he was in the modern cartoon. There's that penguin. Actually, there's a good image of all the character designs from the shows. So you've got Riddler's in pink, which is the other figure McFarlane's done. You've got a random Mr. Freeze, and there's Penguin in the blue. So that's a very random line to go. I know Kurt was just saying in the chat he'd rather them Todd to complete the 66 line before moving on to this. But for me, where was that chat from Kurt? And I'm told finish the real 66, but I'm quite happy he's moving into these. There's not that much left to do from 66, is there? You get a bookworm if you have the random villains,
because they've done all the main ones, really, haven't they? Like
I'd say
big guns. Yeah,
pretty much all the main ones. So Kurt's dropped in there. Craig wants 50% all the super chats because of his faces in them. Okay.
Brilliant.
Well, YouTube has 50% pretty much anyway, Craig. Dan, who's just popped in for a monkey drop. By the looks of it. There you go. Get your festive monkeys in there. And then Kevin was just saying there, we went on YouTube to try and find the episodes. Yeah, so did I. I couldn't find any of them on YouTube.
You do that all the time with anything. Yeah. You're like, oh, we'll just watch this.
Remember this.
There must be a reason why we're watching this. You wouldn't just be wanting to watch this. Oh, there's a storyline coming out. We'll watch it. Yeah,
that's that coming in from our Todd. So let's go back to us. So I'm supposed to be going to get festive for a bit. So there is a poll running in the chat, and I think I'll make that our first actual topic because I think people have been talking about their favourite festive films. So in the moment, the chat's changed. We've had 32 votes in the poll. That's fantastic. And Die Hard is pipping the Muppets Christmas Carol. Probably by 1 or 2 votes, with 34% is your favourite Christmas movie. So if I find my little screen share for there, which is that one there, we'll start with your favourite Christmas movie. So while you have a think, I will go through mine. So drop your favourite Christmas movies in the chat if you would, and we will start our little Christmassy section here with your favourite Christmas movies. So the reason I put Die Hard in the chat is because Die Hard is my favourite Christmas movie. Now, there has been a debate for many a year whether Die Hard is a Christmas movie or is it just set at Christmas, therefore it's not a Christmas movie, because Christmas isn't exactly vital to the plot. But in a way, to me, Christmas is vital to the plot. John's feeling affected. Jamie's gone again. His internet. Somebody get BT. There is anybody got an engineer? Do we have an engineer for Jamie? Oh, he's back again. My God, he's in. I've never seen anything like it, Jamie. You're having the
that was super fast.
Who is your internet provider out of interest? I can have words with them.
Sky.
Oh. That was a popular provider. We used to have Sky.
We used to have Sky, yeah. That's
was crap, yeah. With BT at the moment, they're not they do have outages, but it isn't just random. It seems to work okay throughout most of the time until they actually have a proper outage, and then it's out for like 2 days. But
our Sky literally goes out once a month at midnight, and then it's not back on until the morning. And it's normally when I pay the bill.
Fantastic. Providing a quality service to you there. So yeah, Die Hard for me is my favourite Christmas film. I love Bruce Willis. I love John McClane. He's a fantastic character. I'm going to bring it back to action figures. I'm going to do a bit of Tac Toys to film here and say we need a John McClane action figure. Definitely. Now, we've had one from NECA many years ago. I have owned it, have previously sold it because it was crap. Didn't really move. It was a very delicate, almost statue-like piece, and it didn't look anything like Bruce Willis. I just wanted something in a collection that represents him. But Hot Toys, please, come on. Let's give me a Die Hard. A Die Hard figure. There aren't any others, are there, Mark? You would know.
No, I don't. I think you're right, Jay. I think the NECA one. It was NECA. Was McFarlane? I think did a Movie Maniacs one back in. I think back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, that kind of time. But it was static. It was a statue. But yeah, there aren't any Jay. So it's kind of, yeah, and I guess a lot of it is men in suits or men in kind of, because like Hans Gruber being a man in a suit, and so apart from John McClane, maybe the others aren't so iconic. But I mean, he's obviously quite iconic with the vest and stuff and the trousers, no shoes and that. But yeah, I mean, it would be a great line though. It'd be fun. Yeah.
No, I'd have an absolute time
I
with
think
it.
I've done that actually, to be fair, because that would be quite an easy figure.
Maybe. I don't know why. I don't know. So we will go to Cheeky Monkey then. I've started with Die Hard. Now, if nobody could even guess Cheeky Monkey's Christmas film, and you don't know Cheeky Monkey, talk about your festive gift and your favourite film.
Oh, well, I can talk about what I got today. I've literally had my Christmas today, to be fair. So Home Alone's my favourite film, Christmas film. I have been gifted by Jay's nan and his mum and Home Alone Lego house. So I've been building that today with Matt. And then Matt came in and gave me a lovely Christmas present and has gave me a lovely display case for the Home Alone house as well. So I've had a lovely day. And then Jay went in and gave me the 4K version of the film as well. So I've had a lovely Home Alone day. So I'm loving life at the moment. So yeah. And I've also, if we're talking about figures, I've also, Jay's bought me a NECA, I think it's NECA, correct me if I'm wrong, Jay, Kevin McAllister. And I've got him in box still, mint on card, and he's obviously sat over with the Home Alone house as well.
Mint on card.
Yeah, me with my little. I learned a lot from you, you see, Jay. So yeah, so I've got a little figure as well. So yeah, my little collection of Home Alone stuff's actually coming along quite nicely. I've also got a big poster that I'm sure you've probably seen on the streams and stuff before as well. So yeah, Home Alone's taken over our house a little bit, but I'm sure Jay doesn't mind as long as it's got. He's quite accepting of the display case, to be fair. So he's
it does look very fancy.
Light next, haven't we? So
we'll show it when it's fully complete. But it does actually look quite fancy. It's actually next to the Hot Toys, so she has a.
I feel honoured.
A lucky space for you there. All right, we'll go over to Matt then. The Christmas pudding himself. What's your favourite Christmas film?
I'm going to be different. I'm going to go for the newest Christmas film that I can think of. That's the best, which will have to be probably the animated Grinch.
Ooh, very different, yeah.
Just to be different, just because it's the best newest Christmas film I can think of. Otherwise, if we start going backwards, there's too many of them. But I think the animated Grinch is up there with very good Christmas festive films.
Okay, not one I've actually seen. I don't think I've seen.
It's phenomenal.
It is good.
Hardly any of the Grinch films, particularly over the years.
It's not your sort of sense of humour, Jay, as we've discovered over the last.
I'm a grumpy git. I'm a grumpy git.
He doesn't like comedy.
I think right down to Mark then. Favourite festive movie?
Well, Jay, I like both Die Hard and Home Alone, so I'm a big fan of both of us. I like all those, I like all those kind of classic-y movies. I've got one though that's a bit unusual. So there's a Finnish movie called Rare Exports that I saw on. It's like a horror, but it's a Christmas horror. So I saw it on Channel 4 many years ago, and then it's been on Amazon Prime. So the premise is that Father Christmas is actually kind of like not a monster, but sort of he's not a particularly nice figure, and he kind of kidnaps children in the sort of early stages of the film, and it's more a story of like actually this Finnish father and son kind of get hold of what they think is Father Christmas, and then they sort of they do have something magical, like something from the North Pole, and the story goes from there. But it's actually got a really happy ending in that they turn it around and make it quite festive and quite sort of fun. But it's
very festive to start with, but
yeah, it's kind of unusual. It's a bit unusual to watch for Christmas, Rare Exports, but it's quite a fun sort of film. It turns around and it's got a really happy ending. So that's my choice, Jay. Jay, I'm going to have to jump off. So I wanted to wish everyone a happy Christmas. Obviously, Kiara, Matt, Jamie, and yourself all a happy Christmas on that note. But that's my choice, Jay. So there we go. That's my choice.
No, that's an interesting one. That's one we can look up. Yes, Mark did say you had to leave by 9 o'clock. So thank you for joining us on this festive
pleasure.
time.
Have a good Christmas, Mark.
Merry Christmas, Mark.
Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas, and we will see you in the new year.
Button for Jay as well. Smash the like button and subscribe to Jay's channel if you haven't already. Yeah, and Merry Christmas all.
Merry Christmas, Mark. Nice to have you on.
Bye, Mark.
He's He's going down that slippery slope. There he goes.
There we go, Mark. So he slid down his slippery pole. And ladies and gentlemen, we will get to the chats for Avis and Jamie in a second, but we do have a super chat. Somebody wants to see Craig's face. And it is Mr. Dan Who Reviews himself with a £5 super chat. Pow! There you go. See, it's a fantastic impression. You wouldn't even know the difference, would you? You would not know the difference. Sorry, I can't watch live. We'll catch the replay. Will keep me entertained tomorrow while I wrap Christmas presents. So there you go. It is official. It's been announced on YouTube that Dan Who has not wrapped his Christmas presents on Christmas Eve.
Time's coming on, love. Why? Christmas Eve wrapping?
Needs to get a move on there, son. My favourite Christmas movie is The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that's supposed to be a good one. It's another one I haven't seen. That is on the list. Maybe that is one we should watch tomorrow, Cheeky Monkey, actually, because that is one I know I haven't seen, but I know it's supposed to be good, the first Santa Claus. So we will we might get to that. And now, of course, Dan has triggered the banner. So here we come, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
I can
come on.
You've been waiting for this. We haven't seen it. Here he is again.
Hey, there he is.
Here he is again. It is our friend Craig. Thank you for the super chat. He's brought Mr. Blobby and the festive fun.
Oh.
I'm sure Dan will be loving this on the replay. There was keeping him
dear.
entertained while he wraps his presents. We're going to give him a good 30 seconds of Craig here. There was now I think actually Craig did message me and say he might be able to join us, so I might send a link to our Craig while he's on the screen. There's he can sub in for our tac there.
Please do, Mr. Blobby, if you come in live, Craig.
He was having his dinner. Let me go and see if I can find him on here. So we need to go to Instagram. We'll keep his face on the screen. Matthew, say something entertaining.
Well, just reversing it back to the Batman that you're talking about, and obviously the animation. I did notice the other day that the animated series is now available to watch on Netflix.
It is, yes, the 90s animated series.
Yes, yeah.
So
I
you need to watch that because I'm assuming you didn't watch that as a kid.
Did I watch anything as a kid? No, I did not. I was full of disappointment and tears when I was a child. So no, there was no cartoons or anything like that any Saturday or Sunday morning. So I missed out on all of that. So I need to backtrack that. I need to backtrack the X-Men as well, which is a lot to watch.
And you need to watch the Clone Wars.
Yeah, that's gonna start it all off. And then
so you've now got over 200 animated, nearly 200, over 250 animated episodes you've named there to actually get through.
At least it's now worth paying for Disney Plus because at the moment they haven't really been putting that much out. So at least I can be like, all right, I'm buying it for a reason. So I had it, and I haven't had it for a year and a bit now, Disney Plus.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I've sent Craig the link, so he might join us in a bit. We'll get to the chat's favourite in a minute, because I've got them all saved up, the chat's favourite Christmas films. We'll get to Jamie, though. Jamie, what is your favourite Christmas film?
I'm going to start where Dan left off with Tim Allen's The Santa Claus Movie.
Okay, right, okay.
It's definitely my most Christmassy movie. I mean, I have a list of films that I watch every year, like Nightmare Before Christmas, and I always do Muppets Christmas Carol on Christmas Eve. But definitely Tim Allen's The Santa Claus is my favourite.
Well, that's two recommendations now then for Tim Allen's The Santa Claus. I think we better find a streaming service.
It's one of those films as well that the sequels are good.
Oh, that's really useful. Yeah, because sometimes sequels can be really bomb, can't they? Really.
I mean, I don't recommend the TV show that they've done, but the sequels are good.
I don't recommend Home Alone 3, 4, or 5. They're terrible.
No, see, I was going to say that as an example. It's stick to the original.
Look at this. Dan wants a refund. For the record, I would have paid more not to see Craig.
Oh, poor Craig, you're so mean to him.
Oh, Tanner's agreed as well. Same. Can't believe it. Shocking, Craig. We do love Craig here. He's one of our favourites. There is
Craig love.
We're going to go to the chat's favourite Christmas movie then. So if you haven't, let me know, and I'm going to scroll up because I did see one ages ago from Tanner. And I do like this one. Yeah. Bad Santa is my favourite Christmas movie. We watched Bad Santa for the first time this year. And I thought it was utterly fantastic. Cheeky Monkey Cara was not impressed. She was like, what on earth are we watching? This it was making me laugh.
So shocked.
I would like to say some of my favourite lines, but I'm really trying not to get demonetised this week. After they got rid of us the other week. YouTube did not like us a couple of weeks ago. Far too much filth on the channel. But I do like Bad Santa. It's definitely a 15 though, and deserves its rating. So let me scroll down again and see if I can find these favorite Christmas movies. I think we'll start here. So it's Scrooged, says Figure Clave Collectible. So Adam says Scrooged, another one we've actually watched a lot of Christmas movies this year because we've watched Scrooged. I'm gonna say wasn't much of a fan. Yeah.
Which one is
another one? It's Bill Murray, isn't it? Bill Murray.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know that. It's a weird musical thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I think personally that's the worst one for me. Sorry.
Jay spent the whole. I will tell you this. Jay spent the whole film going, I can't remember watching this bit. I don't remember that part. And it was like,
I swear we've watched it before. Yeah, it's the one in the 80s where they're doing an alternate take on the Christmas Carol, and he's a TV producer, and he's producing the Christmas show. There was a bit over. I don't know. I'm just a grumpy git. So, but this one from Justin Collects, and shout out Justin's new logo because I do like really Justin's new logo he's come up with here. There was a Jingle All the Way. That is on the screen right now, as you can see. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Really good film. That should have probably made the poll, actually.
It should be because it's about toys, yeah.
Come on.
I was thinking about it, but then Cheeky Monkey said before we went live, put Elf in the poll. She tells me, put Elf in the poll. And so far, that's got 15% and is losing the poll. So clearly, that was bad advice from the missus. So.
I give you the best advice, thank you.
Christopher Allen, our native G.I. Joe expert, is also here with Scrooge. So me and Matthew are two grumpy gits, because that's two for Scrooged. And all the nomads here. What's up, Dude and Dudess and Cheeky Monkey? Hello, Dave. How are you doing, sir? There's we've got an honourable mention. An honourable mention, ladies and gentlemen. Rich M is probably absolutely drunk by now, but we have an honourable mention from Kevin here. It's a Wonderful Life. Now, why didn't I put that in the poll? Because
I have never seen that.
Oh, it's fantastic, Jamie.
That and the Gremlins, I've not seen.
Oh, don't watch Gremlins. Waste of time.
Gremlins. One for the family.
Terrified of Gremlins. She is terrified of Gremlins. Absolutely terrified of Gremlins.
Was it last year or the year before you made me?
It was last year. Was the year we watched Gremlins for our Christmas movie.
I was like, what rating is this?
And you were packing it. There was so yeah, she wasn't impressed with Gremlins, but Wonderful Life is the Christmas classic. Jamie, you need to watch it. It's quite long. I love a good old black and white film. It is. If it's a traditional actual Christmas film, that's probably the best. Jamie's having a good time there.
I've just been informed that my dog's been sick under the table.
Oh, fantastic! There we go.
All over your socks.
I'm going to quickly move.
You go in there. I'll let you. I'll let you go and sort that out. Well, Jamie's gone to sort the dog. That's all going.
At least the internet was working all right. I actually, Jay, I don't know if I told you, but I actually saw the Gremlins house.
Oh, did you?
On your Warner Brothers trip?
The actual fascia from the Gremlins. It was, it was all there.
Very good. Very nice to see. Fantastic.
I do like, in all fairness, I said I do like the film. I do like the Gremlins loungefly bag. That's quite cool. It's like we've got the glasses when they're watching the film and stuff. It's really cool. So
what else have we got on the chat here? I know we had Phil Jones in here. Did Phil mention National Lampoon was his favourite at the start of the stream? So who else have we got? As I'm trying to read here, any of I've missed? Now I don't know. See, I'm behind on the chat now, trying to catch up. Adam just said terrifying. So we don't know what was terrifying. Oh, it's probably
super chat. That was a super chat.
There we go. Right, okay. There was Jay. Where are all your clones? Clones of me. I've actually got a box of clones here, Norman Nomad, but they're at the bottom of the box. I put them at the bottom. There we go. Any more Christmas movies there? We covered all of them. Let's have a look.
Jay, what Christmas movie do you think that you can remember that actually just comes out at Christmas, but isn't necessarily a Christmas film? I think Small Soldiers pops up around Christmas for no reason whatsoever, which is not a Christmas film, but it's something they play.
I don't know. I've never watched Small Soldiers. So
what?
I've done. Now this is a deliberate thing. Now this is deliberate. I've never watched it. I've mentioned this on the Dan Who streams before. But if I watch it, it's full of toys, isn't it? So it's if I don't watch it, then I can't be tempted to buy the toys. So it's are
they even available?
I don't know if they are. You lot have no taste.
It's true.
Oh, Cheeky Monkey's going to like this one. Boneheads, Christmas with the Cranks.
Oh, Bonehead, amazing film. Love it. So funny. again, it's not Jay's humour. He wouldn't enjoy that film at all, but I love it. Yes.
I'm getting a reputation here.
Grumpy.
I have no idea what Tanner's chatting about in the chat. Let's have a look.
That's Along for Bad Santa, that one.
We got no. Oh, hello, Trevor. 1-6 Shooter is here, and Trevor, of course, has said Albert Finney's Scrooge. Oh, my goodness, that is a great film. That is one we did watch just a few weeks ago. Now, if I go behind me this way, you'll be able to see some of Trevor's figures here from his great photography for Four Horsemen Studios. You will see the ghost of Jacob Marley is behind me. Might actually go full screen to show you. The ghost of Jacob Marley is literally just behind me. Of course, coming from Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, and the Scrooge, Albert Finney Scrooge film is just fantastic. I'm not a massive fan of musicals, but the songs in it were just utterly great, and we had a fantastic time watching it. And literally, the very next day is when Four Horsemen drop the ghost of Jacob Marley. So I was all in on that. It was here by the Thursday, so that was fantastic. So we've had a great time with that film this year. You loved that, didn't you, dear?
Yeah, it was a really good film, actually. And I like the figure, actually. I like how the light goes through his coat. And, yeah, it's just a really good figure. So, yeah, I was quite happy for you to purchase that one, actually. One of the many that I kind of encouraged somehow by saying I like things. So, yeah, that purchase was worth it, though. It was good.
Did you do me a favour? Grab my laptop charger.
I think in the chat, Jay, I think we've got a very good call for a film. That's it. Batman Returns is what I spotted. That is a fantastic Christmas film. Fantastic choice, Kevin.
I agree.
Another film that's set at Christmas, but not necessarily for Christmas. That comes into
now,
that category.
It's got a Christmas tree. They even do a Christmas lighting, don't they? So yeah, I that is a Christmas film in my eyes. It's like a Die Hard. So yeah. Another
classic. We've got some good choices. Phil was talking about loving Gremlins as well. And Trevor says, I don't know the musicals either, but the music is pretty good in that. Yeah. Cheeky Monkey was having a lovely time, weren't you, dear, singing along?
I did enjoy the music, yeah.
You did. Definitely. Right. So Jamie's changed location then to avoid the dog. And how are you doing?
I'm in the kitchen. It seems better lighting, and I'm right by the hub. So,
oh, there you go. You do. Yeah, you seem this could be you have to do some sort of toy display on the kitchen doors there, on the cupboard doors.
Yeah, we should open these out. We'll take the doors off. There's definitely room for toys in there.
Where's Mini Plastic Moivers? Where's Tom? Where's Tom on the replay? Tom, you're a man that likes a cupboard display. Can you teach Jamie something here about getting a nice cupboard display there? So I think we've covered Christmas movies quite well. So I suppose we are a toy channel. So let's move on to Christmas toys. So I am ready and waiting to pull up some images. So get in the chat. Can we get in the chat your childhood memories of favorite toys from Christmas? And we will talk about some of ours. So your favorite toys from Christmas, your childhood memories of toys from Christmas in the chat.
The 3-minute warning to think.
There you go. You can get a think in there in the chat. While you do that, I will go through some of mine. So I'm going to go to my earliest Christmas memories. Let me get some new tabs open. I'm going to do some live Googling here. Okay. I'm an idiot. I'm an actual idiot now because I've been distracted by Gremlins. I've just typed Gremlins into Google, and that was not what I was intending to type at all. In any way, shape, or form was I trying to type Gremlins. But once something gets in the brain, it gets in the brain. So I'm going to go to Christmas of, I think, 1992.
I wasn't even
anybody
born
guess? Yet. Yeah, I know Jamie wasn't even alive. So let's see if Cheeky Monkey knows. She lives with me. What was I thinking from Christmas of 1992?
Are you gonna talk about wrestling figures, or
I am not. No.
You're gonna talk about lightsabers?
I am not. No.
I have no idea.
Right, you're useless, Matt. You've known me for 20 odd years. What am I going to talk about?
Well, just going with the film. Is it Batman related?
No.
Is it in Argos catalogue?
Technically, it would have been, yes, I guess.
So was it a play set?
No.
Was it a figure?
Yes.
Right, so we're narrowing it down. Okay, brilliant. So that's half. That's like you collect everything. So
we'll go to Jamie. Jamie, you've known me about 2 years. What figure was I buying in 1992?
I'm going to go with something like Action Man, maybe, or G.I.
Action
Joe.
Man. You're closer at least. So there you go. Those two have failed. Jamie's closer, but I am not going to either of those lines. I'm going to the Toad Wars.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to Captain Bucky O'Hare. Was my earliest childhood Christmas toy memory. So I think it would have been around Christmas of 1992. And yeah, I was big into Bucky O'Hare and an anthropomorphic space rabbit. Fantastic. Look at this. So now Boss Fight Studios a few years ago started to do a Bucky O'Hare line. I know Dan's gone a bit deep on it and has gone crazy on the Toad army building, but they never finished the line annoyingly from Boss Fight. So we only got some of the characters, but I have bought all of them now. I've even bought one of my childhood vehicles as well. But Christmas of '92, I can just remember getting the Bucky O'Hare figure and a Dead-Eye Duck figure with four-armed duck pilot. What do you want? So it's Star Wars, but with ducks and bunnies. Now it had an animated series, ran for one season. I think it was on the BBC actually in the early '90s. And yeah, I loved Bucky O'Hare. I don't know why. Space rabbits. I think I just found it fascinating. So that was my earliest Christmas toy memory, was Bucky O'Hare. Does anybody here have any idea what I'm talking about?
Didn't they release
only because you talked about it recently, but I forget, to be fair.
So I only found out this thing existed in 2023, but this is something I missed out on when I was a child. I had no idea this was a thing.
The Star Wars did like a tribute character, didn't they, with Jackson the bunny?
That's been a debate. What came first? Did Jackson the bunny came first, and was Bucky ripping off Jackson? Because I think Jackson might have been. Look, thank you, Dan. Somebody saved me. He's only supposed to be watching on the replay. What a tune it is, Captain Bucky O'Hare. I can't sing the rest because it will get fully demonetized for that. But Bucky O'Hare, Rich M did sing it to me once. It was magnificent. What a theme tune from the cartoon. So do go on YouTube and watch the introduction to the cartoon. It's a fantastic theme tune, and that's probably why I liked it. I saw it as a kid on TV. It has a really, really catchy theme tune. It was a crazy cartoon of rabbits fighting toads in space. So it's a play on the Clone Wars. It was the Toad Wars, and it's just brilliant. Yes, Bucky O'Hare, fantastic. Matt's thinking, what is this?
So bad. Oh dear.
It was so good. So that was my earliest. So I'll get to some more as we go along, but that was my earliest. So we'll go over to a Cheeky Monkey. Talk to me about your Christmas toys. What am I going to be Googling?
Well, if you're thinking about figures, my one that sticks in my head is my auntie bought me a Barbie on roller skates. So I had this Barbie on roller skates, which I thought was amazing.
That's what I'm going to type into Google.
I don't know what year it was though. Barbie on roller skates. She had like yellow roller skates.
Yellow roller skates. Okay. Get your Barbie memories in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I think I've potentially found one here. I think I've found it. I've got it. Let's go. I'm going to somebody's Pinterest. Well, it says 80s Barbie, but it's close enough. I'm sure it'll do.
Yeah,
she does have yellow roller skates.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Loved it. Combed her hair and everything, plaited her hair. Brilliant. Hours of fun.
Did you like the roller skates? Was that the key, or was it just
Barbie? I wasn't really a girly girl. And I'm still not really a girly girl, but the roller skates were like pretty cool, and that's probably what I took out of it really. But yeah, I did enjoy my Barbie on roller skates. Figure wise, that's probably the one figure I had. I didn't have any Action Man or anything, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, did you want some Action Men?
Well, I used to borrow my brother's action figure. He had Action Men, and I used to sort of steal them from time to time. But Mum and Dad would buy me my own.
Action Man and Barbie in the perfect scale, both. So you basically had a hot toy almost, because these are 12-inch figures.
Yeah.
So you were the first 1/6 collector in the household. It wasn't me.
Maybe.
So there we are. Barbie on roller skates, a Cheeky Monkey. Anything else, dear? It doesn't have to be action figures. What are your childhood Christmas memories?
Well, I got really excited one year when I got a Mr. Frosty machine. That was like the ultimate toy to have at the time. But obviously probably wasn't so good for my teeth and my health. Pouring the syrupy liquid onto the ice. But yeah, it was great. I used to love making. That's it, yeah. And it comes with all these molds and stuff and scoops.
There he is, Mr. Frost. Did he
Just
come with
his
a
hat on,
penguin
just flashing
sidekick?
on. Sorry?
Did you get the penguin sidekick here, or did you get a?
No. I just got that. That's it. That's what I got. Yeah.
There's your one. Okay, fun school. It's nostalgic 90s. Mr. Frosty. Look at him.
Yeah, you could make ice lollies and stuff. And
did you make your icy treats? Now, I was very upset by this choice because I wanted one of these as a kid. I really did, and my mother would not buy me one, and she told me it was bad for my teeth.
Yeah, probably was.
It probably was bad for your teeth.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted one of these.
Doesn't he look cool?
I've still to this day never had a Mr. Frosty. Did it taste nice though, or was it just a complete gimmick?
It was just
crap?
ice with like this like coloured syrup that you poured onto it, so it was just like a slush puppy. But it was all right. It wasn't amazing, but I used to think it was great at the time.
It didn't. It was a bit of hype then, really. It didn't actually live up to the
Yeah, it was definitely the hype train that sort of sold it. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed this.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's here. He's here. You're not going to believe who's here. He's here in all formats. He's sat in the waiting room. He's got a festive hat on. It's Craig from Craig's Nostalgic Collection on Instagram. Craig, how are you doing?
Craig.
Hi, guys.
Santa Craig.
Now, just for Craig, we'll get Craig up. We're going to have Craig Inception now. Craig Inception's going to be happening. There's Craig. There he is in his full glory.
Jay was like, "Oh, send him the link now," and I was like, "I'm watching What If. I can't. I'm sorry." I was catching up on that, wasn't I? Because that What If's coming. The second series is really good, by the way. You haven't started.
I started to watch the first episode yesterday. I didn't really get into it very much, so I
watched the whole first series first, and then I got into the second one.
Oh, okay. So Craig has been sponsoring the super chats this evening. So there he is.
Mr. Blobby's here.
There he is. Now
he's a bit jelly leg Gene, though. He doesn't really stand up very well.
Talking 90s
stands with his legs like that.
No,
that reminds me. Like, do you remember Noel's house party where Mr. Blobby was on, and they used to have the scratch and sniff? Do you remember the scratch? It used to scratch it, and they used to smell, and you could join in from the telly, so you could smell through the telly almost. It was like a new thing. Probably didn't catch on very well, but I remember that. No one else remembers what that sounds
I remember the show. I don't remember that bit.
All I remember is Mr. Blobby making an idiot of himself all the time. That's all I remember.
Oh, it was a bit
That's
like
why
you
I
could
found
buy
it
like
funny.
Yeah, you could buy like the newspaper, and then you had like this card, and it was a bit like, you know, like where you get your car air fresheners where you can scratch it and smell before you buy. It was a bit like that, but you did it on the telly, and they was like, "Oh, scratch number 1," and you can all smell it together, and but yeah, that's what I remember from it anyway.
I've got a bone to pick as well. I said "Jingle All the Way" way before anyone else in the chat, and then in comes Justin. Jingle All the Way, and everyone's like, "Oh,
we just ignore Craig here.
Oh, they're so mean to you, Craig. Oh,
Die Hard. I mentioned Batman Returns as well.
Yeah, both those are great. Yeah,
I'm not seeing half of these.
Not Batman Returns. The other one, Batman Begins.
Too much going on for the chat, Craig. Yeah. Too much going on. Let's see how the poll's doing. Oh my God, we're level pegging. So if you want to get your vote in the poll, we have a tie. Die Hard and the Muppets Christmas Carol are even on 32%. So if you haven't voted, get your poll votes in, because we are level pegging. What is the best Christmas movie out of the 4 we've chosen? Because we seem to have forgotten half of them when I quickly made this poll up at 10 to 8 as we were going live. So Craig's a fan of Jingle All the Way. It is a classic.
I had a massive debate with my deputy head today. Who was in the warehouse cleaning up the warehouse, and the massive debate was, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? And I won the debate, but she was denying that it is a Christmas movie. I was like, it blatantly is a Christmas movie, but don't get me started on that, Jay. We'll be here all night.
Didn't Bruce Willis once say it wasn't?
Yeah, he said it wasn't, but I said it might not be a Christmas movie, but it's a very Christmas-led movie, shall we say. There's a lot of Christmas stuff in it.
Matthew was struggling to contain himself there in the background. The word debate and the way Craig pronounced it. I believe that
it doesn't have to have Santa Claus shooting every terrorist in a Christmas movie. So just just to call it a Christmas movie.
Just stick Bruce Willis in a Christmas hat, and there's no debate.
There you go.
That we've let Craig in.
They
We've
did
lost the
it
plot.
Violent Night. That's a good movie if you've not watched that.
Which one?
Violent Night. Violent Night.
Oh, with David Harbour of a Stranger Thing. Yeah, okay. We'll add that one to our list. It doesn't sound very festive for Cheeky Monkey. So we're talking nostalgic Christmas toy memories. So Cheeky Monkey's got Mr. Frosty, Barbie on roller skates, and I've started with Bucky O'Hare. So we'll come to Matthew then. What was your give me something from your childhood, if you can remember any toys?
Can I remember that far back? I'm having a master debate with myself. The top three things I can think of would be I never received, which is going to be horrifying for everybody watching. I have never received an action figure of any kind for Christmas.
Oh,
that's blasphemy.
I know.
Where's your parents? You'll find them.
I know. You know what? When you do, Craig, let me know and I'll jump in. Where are they?
Poor Matthew.
That's it. Bloody orphan. Car-wise, though, it was probably the biggest gift that I got given. Oh, that I can remember. I don't know what year it would be. The Skeletrix. So that was a thing. Skeletrix was a good thing. Obviously Lego, obviously. And Micro Machines is another one. So those three ring a bell. And the one that sticks out the most for Micro Machines, can anybody remember? In fact, you covered it, Jay, on your Argos catalogue video you did a while back.
The Death Star.
It was like a grey van with bright orange and blue stickers on the side that opened up. And I think so. It's a nice little set but that's basically it.
Right, okay. I've got some Micro Machines images up. Let me just jump to a different screen.
They are still about, aren't they?
Let's go to...
This might be another slippery, deep hole that I might be falling down thanks to Tac Tac.
We had a lot of hole falling down today.
That's
a lot of the holes have been falling down. So let's go there. Let me get a bit of a zoom in. I got an old Argos up. So on the bottom here, I can do a bit of zoom in. I'll do a bit of zoom in and a bit of move in.
Oh my God.
Can we move it? Can you move? There we go.
That's the car. There it is.
There we go. I teed up the right one.
Yeah, that is actually the correct one.
Check that out. This is the Argos catalogue 1996. And that would be a Micro Machines gift.
The orange RV that opened up.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, weird thing from way back when. But yeah, that I think that was a Christmas one. I think. So I'm going to say it was, because there's no way I would have got it otherwise.
I had the Death Star when they did the Death Star one that opened out. I had that one.
Yeah, I had the Star Wars Death Star too, as Craig was saying earlier. We actually were in Smith's earlier today, and they had an 8080 because they brought back the Micro Machine Star Wars line. And just seeing the little tiny figures that came with it brought back so much nostalgia. I nearly bought an 8080. It's completely in scale with nothing, but just for the sheer nostalgia of seeing
just to put on the dashboard on your car.
Yeah, she did talk me out of it in the end. But yeah, Micro Machines. I have some great memories of Micro Machines. Any other American friends in the chat? Were Micro Machines in America? Was this a thing, or is it just a British thing? I wasn't actually sure.
I'm sure it must have been called something. They must be over there, but it's probably called something else.
Yeah, potentially. I'm not sure. So you have the camper van, then the RV. So you folded up. So it again became, that was the good thing with these Micro Machines. There'd be some form of vehicle. You have a play set, and they'd have little cars and even people in the Star Wars set. So
yeah,
is that where your car obsession maybe started from? Was your little childhood playing with Micro Machines?
Yeah, maybe it must be. It was either that and this with the Skeletrix stuff. Was obviously the stuff on the trigger, because I remember. Obviously, this is more of an insider now, but we used to have a really dodgy named shop. Was it called Young World up in the arcade? When you were at Woolworths?
Yes, it was. Yeah. Young World or Child World or something like that.
Yeah, so that's some weird name. But that had a huge Skeletrix section. You used to be able to go in and just pick the cars that you wanted.
You did.
And I remember doing that one Christmas and only receiving the car I didn't want.
Oh, yeah.
So as you do, surprise! It's like, oh yeah, thanks for that. But that's all. So it's all car based for me. But yeah, I'm afraid to say, no action figures, not even a wrestling figure, Jay, for Christmas, which you would be terrified to hear.
Tac Tac he's still in the chat though. He's helped and said Micro Machines were in the US and they're actually in Home Alone.
Oh,
so
he slips on, doesn't he, by the tree?
Oh, there you go. Right.
Have you
Cheeky
read
monkey.
Adam's comment?
Oh.
There you go.
Adam says-
The two robbers fall over them. There you are.
Yeah.
So the wet bandits fall over the micro machines. That was a good choice there from Matthew in the end. Micro machines. Was,
Yeah, there's lots of toy
childhood.
sort of things in Home Alone, isn't there? There's lots of old school toys that he uses.
A bit of research on that, Jay. We have to pause it and see what toys are in Home
Yeah,
Alone.
it means
That'd
we'll
be
have to
good.
watch it again. Oh dear, Jay, what a shame.
Live reaction, watching the film and
Well-
only talking about the toys that are in the film.
Yeah.
That'd be a good challenge for you both.
What's
You've
that?
got the 4K
Small
cut.
Soldiers.
They were,
Brilliant film. Best film you'll ever watch, Jay.
I try and avoid that one. That is my.
Don't
small
avoid
shoulders.
it. It's a brilliant film. And the toys they're retro toys now, so you'll be lucky to find any of them.
Oh, there you go. Then that's all right.
Oh, well,
There's no
that makes
current
it
line.
easier
All right.
then, wouldn't it, Craig?
That might be all right. So we'll go to Jamie then. Some childhood festive memories, sir. What can
So
you
I've
come up
got
with?
a couple along the same sort of lines as the Micro Machines, really.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm a big Disney kid at heart. So when I was younger, my nan one year bought me the Polly Pocket Disney castles, but
Right.
I ended up with about 8 different ones because I kept changing my mind. So every time she'd buy one, I'd change my mind, and then she went and bought another one. So I ended up with loads of different ones. So I had like the Aladdin playset. I had the Lion King one.
Okay, let me find some of these. So I've got some vintage 90s Polly Pocket Disney castles pulled up. We will get to the chats ones in a bit as well. I'll look through the chat, see your festive toy memories. So look at these. So again, a bit like the Micro Machines, as you were saying, Jamie. There was because we had Polly Pocket, we had Mighty Max, wasn't it? The other one I think we've discussed before.
Mighty Max,
The other little play sets with mini figures. So well, you should have kept on to them, Jamie, because this one's 150 quid, son.
Yeah, the Aladdin one I see on eBay because I did have a look and boxed. It's like £500.
You mentioned, oh my goodness! You mentioned the Lion King as well. There was
yeah. There's the Aladdin one there.
Could have been rich, Jamie.
Yeah, but then I buy too much shit anyway. So
look at that. Okay, there we are. Right. Okay, that's a fancy. They do. There are modern versions of these, I think, in Smith's here, our local toy store.
Yeah, I think so. I think they still do them, just different colours, aren't they?
Well, that is a random one. That's very intriguing. Okay,
I also remember my dad one year. Well, it must have been after 2003, buying me the 2003 Ninja Turtles playset, Lair playset.
Right.
That I remember specifically the sofa because I used to pretend that it was Buffy's mum laying on the sofa when she died.
Right.
Because
let's have a look. See if I can get that up. I'm on Google. Don't fail me now. I'm in the shopping tab. That probably doesn't help. Let me just behind the scenes here. Let's try that.
You're not buying toys, are you, Jay?
He's buying it live as we go.
We're buying it live. We're buying it live. There we are. 2003 Turtle Lair playset.
That's the one.
That's the one. Okay.
I actually ordered the NECA April today as well.
Oh, hello. Okay. Very nice. NECA April. She is a fantastic figure. You will have her neck is not as long as you would have originally thought. It actually does look really good on the figure. So, do you have any modern turtles, or have you just gone April?
I've got the Toon Turtles. I managed to get all 4 for a deal on eBay. So
okay,
I've got Splinter. Excuse me. I've got some arcade ones as well. But I only really touched the line because of you guys. So.
Yeah, well, we are dirty enablers, as we could say.
When's these Ultimate Turtles out that they showed up? When are they due? Do we know? Or
there'll be some point next year. They haven't done a pre-order.
I think I'm waiting on them rather than spend loads to go backtracking.
It depends with those ones that you'll probably have to. It depends if they put them on the NECA store. Because you're not going to have a chance at a UK release. You're going to have to join us on the NECA store pay up front mad rush to try and get them. Because they are a pain to try and get some of these. I'm
waiting for Dan to sell me one of his Turtles in Disguise sets.
You can probably have the one with no foot.
Yeah. I try. He had them all displayed when I went to see his display, and I was so tempted just to take a few, see if you'd noticed. And he even blamed me on live on stream. He went, I lost a turtle and he was under the table, but I thought Craig had him. I was like, I should have took him now. You wouldn't have noticed.
Craig gets all over the place. Let's talk to Craig. Let's come to Craig then. Give me some childhood toy memories, Craig.
Oh, bloody hell, Jay, I have loads.
It is Christmas in 2 days, Sonny. It's Christmas and I've had no dinner.
Every Christmas to me was a different theme of toys. It would be one year it'd be Action Man, next year it'd be Connects, if anyone remembers Connects, where it was like the rods and the
Yeah.
I remember them. Yes.
And then the one year, remember quite vaguely because this cartoon just come out and I absolutely loved the cartoon and I had the whole toy line the one year, and I think it was called The New Adventures of Flash Gordon, I believe.
Okay,
Can't remember quite what it's called, but they used to come packed as figures with like skateboards. Don't know if anyone remembers it. When I showed Dan Who this the once, he was like, yeah, I remember them vaguely, but there was like a cartoon and then obviously a line of toys come out.
All right, there's a 1996 cartoon.
I think that's what it is, yeah.
Right. Let's see if I can find some images.
He looks like a red skater boy more than Flash Gordon.
I've got an image right now of the cartoon. I'm trying to see if I can find the toys. Let's see. Try adding that in. Can we find them? There we go. We got something.
Yep, those are them. The top package in the top corner here, the first one.
There we go.
Oh, that one,
so
yeah.
They're from Playmates then. They're from Playmates. So we got some Playmates.
Yeah, Playmates line that was.
Now I've seen the DVD cover of the cartoon, but I don't remember this cartoon at all.
No, I don't remember it.
Okay, that's an interesting one. That's something else we can research.
That's a rabbit hole for Jay.
Oh, don't start him off, Greg. No more.
Well, there's a whole wave here.
Sorry, Kiara. But it was kind of like it's trying to hard to explain what it was like. It was just like a hit version of Flash Gordon, and it was very futuristic. And what's that thing called where there were robots? I can't remember what it was called.
Reboot.
Reboot. It was a bit like Reboot.
Yeah. Oh, I love Reboot.
But the graphics was obviously a little bit better. But yeah, it reminded me of Reboot, and that's why I watched it. So and it was actually I found it quite good. But the one year I had literally my parents brought me the whole line. That was when I was only child, shall we say.
There you go, Flash Gordon. I'm a big fan. I've got the neck of Flash Gordon there. I'm waiting and anticipating that.
Speaking of my nan that bought me those Playmates figures, the figures, she's here. I was telling you about when you bought me the Polly Pocket Disney castle.
Hello, Jamie's nan. Hello.
They're saying hello.
Hey, Jamie's nan.
Just say hello.
Hello, I said hello.
we got cameos all over the place tonight. Fantastic.
Merry Christmas.
It's all going on for this festive time of year.
Make
a cup of tea. Now, Craig's triggered me here, so there's some Reboot images. Oh, I love Reboot.
Oh, yeah, looking at the reboots.
It's a terrible looking animation now. If you go back, it was from the early sort of CGI computer generated animation. It's a bit like Transformers Beast Wars. Doesn't really hold up the animation these days. But I loved this show as a kid. I really did. I had these toys. And I've seen some of these at the toy fairs we've gone to, and they have tempted me. They're not that expensive to backtrack this whole line here of Reboot figures. I know a certain displayed once that may have potentially, let's say, bought these as a drunk purchase at one point. But this is a great show. Matt has not got a Scooby here. This was on, I think, CITV in the afternoon. He was out playing football at the time. So
I've got more chance learning Japanese and knowing what you lot are going on about at the moment. I've got a clue. Anything that was on during Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon TV show, I was playing football 3 times a week. So
see, he's too sporty.
Even I remember Reboot, and I'm young.
You're only just born. This was 96.
Yeah.
Okay, Jamie, don't push the boat out. I'm young.
I remember going to a boot sale and picking up Reboot figures years ago.
They are. Oh, I don't know. This could tempt me. I could do with a modern line, but I don't think it's going to be popular enough to do a modern line. And these figures, they don't look too bad. So this might have to be a potential pickup one day for me.
We
So that's some of our festive
Steve
picks.
now.
Oh, it's Steve. It's a famous Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, it's live to the world. So it's,
Now we've seen his
Everyone's
face.
like, Jamie, stop showing us. Go away.
It's like Meet the Family, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, say hello.
There we go to the
Anyone
chat.
who walks
Then
in the kitchen, they get
I'll
shown.
go through some of the chat's favourite toy pickups here. So we go to Adam here. I saw this one earlier. So the first Christmas that the 4 Ninja Turtles were released, it was sold out everywhere. But my dad turned up with all 4 turtles. So we're probably talking about Christmas '89, probably. I would assume back then.
Jingle way, all the way story right there. Look.
That literally is a Jingle All the Way story, isn't it? Yeah.
I wonder what your dad had to do to get them. Wonder if there was a story about it.
A fight in the aisles to try and get those. So that's
you got a sellout story.
Have I got a sellout story?
Yeah, can you remember the 1 or 2 years where everybody wanted the same gift? It was like the gift of the year, toy of the year.
I can. Why not? Well,
who had what?
Oh, I tell you what it is. I will tell you what it is. It is early to mid 90s. It's probably 1993 or 1994. And this toy line was sold out everywhere. Right, here we go. Anybody guess what it is when I try and put it up?
Power Rangers?
Of course, it's Power Rangers.
Power
Rangers. It, of course, is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers of 1990.
What exact line though? Was it the big ones or was it the flip head ones?
It was the whole line, wasn't it? There's actually a YouTube video on this. Somebody's got footage. Somebody's done a news clip because I've seen it this year of people running in the stores trying to actually get these, and you just couldn't get anything for the show. I think it was probably 1993. Power Rangers Mania was running mad, but I did get a Red Ranger, so I got my favorite Ranger. So I was
lucky to get one a year, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it was that popular. It was absolutely crazy for 90s.
I had quite a few of the Megazords. I had the Zeozords and Turbozords. I think I had the Dragonzord at one point as well.
Yeah, it's the original Megazord I had. That was a fun toy to have over the festive time, putting it together. Yeah, so I've got the Super 7 wave due pretty soon. I'm not looking forward to that build for Wave 3, but it will have a Megazord, so it will be nice to have that. Matt, you ever have any Power Rangers as a kid?
No, I didn't. No, didn't watch it.
I know.
Did you not watch it?
The first time I watched Power Rangers was when I was with Jay a couple of weeks back.
I did. I showed you, didn't I? We went back and watched it on Netflix.
And let's be honest, it was terrible.
Yes, but at the time, I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, but when you think if you're a kid watching it for the first time, it was amazing. It was the best thing in the world. But I watch an episode now and I think this is a bit cheesy. To be fair, why did we watch it? But
you still spend the money on it, so it's always it's like, oh, that looks dreadful, but take my money.
It's called nostalgia, as they keep saying. That's what it is. I've got that memory. I must have that representation.
Hell of a drug, nostalgia. Talking nostalgia, this was a popular one you saw today. Stretch Armstrong bonus coming there with
I was
Stretch Armstrong.
just about to say Stretch Armstrong.
Stretch for miles, didn't he?
I stretched mine the size of my living room, and then he gave way. He decided to pop. Glue everywhere. Stretched it to the size of the living. And it was a living room diner at the time, so it was like a big living room. My mate took two of the legs, I took 2 of the arms, and he just popped in the centre.
Wow.
Matthew's going to need a stiff drink after this, and he doesn't even drink.
I'm doing my best to bite my lip, Jay. I want to keep you monetized.
It was the most flexible date I've had in years, Matt.
Fantastic.
Lovely. Nice and sticky.
And then as I got older, it was all Action Man. It went into the Action Man years then and had everything of them as well.
I had a few Action Man. I remember the orange packaging. I do remember the orange packaging. I had a couple. I just wasn't a massive fan of the 12-inch figures because you couldn't scale with all my other action figures because they were probably in the 5-inch scale at that time. So, or in the 3 3/4. So I couldn't do a lot with my my Action Man. I didn't have any of the villains or anything. I just had an Action Man.
It was
So I wasn't
it was
quite
the
sure.
UK version of GI Joe, wasn't it? Really, that's what it was.
My problem with Action Man was that I had tiny hands and he was too big. But now I got bigger hands and I buy 12-inch stuff now.
I don't know if that's a serious comment or innuendos filled everywhere. I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. But we're having a festive time, ladies and gentlemen. Here we're having a very festive time.
Jay, what was
Mark
the
talking about
craze
there?
with the Cabbage Patch dolls? Because I'm sure you've told me before that there was like people were actually fighting in stores and stuff.
Yes, the craze for the Cabbage Patch doll was a little before any of our time. You'll have to go. You have to go back to 1983, probably. If you go and see Pixel Dan's channel, he's done a whole video. He's interviewed his mum, and about it's very much like the Power Rangers craze of the mid-90s, where everything was selling out. So, you couldn't find a Cabbage Patch Kids anywhere. Mark's,
it makes you laugh. I work retail now. In the 90s, seeing the videos where people are fighting over toys to get toys. But now people just swear at each other and give each other evil looks if they don't get what they want. There's no fighting in our store, luckily. But
bonus, at least.
Well,
we had here
a full aisle of toys at the start of the week, and we had a delivery last night of about 5 boxes of toys, but the aisle was empty, and we put them 5 boxes on today, and they were empty by lunchtime.
Yeah, so, we went to Smith's earlier. It was it was a chaos out there. There's hardly anything on the shelf. Now, Mark
we
was
had
saying
a
here
3 for 20 offer on most of the toys as well, which was crazy. So
I've just muted him now. I'm going to get this. I'm going to read this thing out. There you go. I've got the power. You see, when he's on damn hill, I can't. I've got the power to mute him. I'm going to read this sentence. I'm determined. Smart Tac says, when I was 6, I had my first Christmas in the Middle East. You couldn't get action figures anywhere. Well, that's not very good. I got loads of Motu 80s figures in 86. I was 6 and felt like Santa was real. Santa is real. We can confirm here, Santa is real. Ladies and gentlemen.
Very true.
Yeah, I believe.
And he
Santa's real.
Craig.
It could be Craig. So you never know.
Got to be nice to Craig.
Just jumped in there with a legacy
nice
Power Rangers
to me,
my favorite. I could just, it's great having the power. I can throw him out. I can bring him in. I can mute him. I can do all sorts of things.
Lump of coal
30-degree heat. 30-degree heat. My goodness. I couldn't cope in 30-degree heat. So yeah, Christmas. It's been I like Christmas. I used to get lots of presents at Christmas. I think that's half the reason I collect toys these days is childhood Christmas memories of coming down on Christmas morning to that stack of. I was quite lucky. I used to have a stack of toys, basically. I had my own Pacific chair. They were always put on Pacific chair in the living room. So come down, it's always on my nan's chair. And it was filled with presents. I'd be so surprised that I can't believe it. Santa has been. I was just ecstatic.
And now it's the postman every day, isn't it?
Now
Jay?
it is literally every day is recreation.
Every day in our house.
Every day recreations of Christmas. So I couldn't sleep the night before. I was terrible. But I used to have a little song to get me to sleep. Now, my song to get me to sleep for Christmas Eve, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a very festive song.
Oh, I know it is.
Or Cheeky Monkey thinks she knows what it is. Cheeky Monkey, what was my festive song?
Is it Eye of the Tiger?
It is. It's Survivor, Eye of the Tiger, the Rocky theme. I had it on a cassette. That was literally, it was a free cassette with my mum's coffee. And the only song it had on it was Eye of the Tiger on this Nescafe cassette. And I used to have a little Sony Walkman with my headphones in. And I couldn't get to sleep because I was told Santa wouldn't come if I didn't go to sleep. So I was terrified and I couldn't go to sleep. So that was great advice from Mother. So I used to put this little cassette on loop, press rewind, start again until I'd fall asleep. So I used to fall asleep to Eye of the Tiger, the most festive of Christmas tunes.
And we listened to it the day before we went to Comic-Con because we, again, couldn't get to sleep. So Jay thought, we'll play that. That'll get us to sleep because we had an early
All the Nomad is singing in the chat. We have singing in the chat. So fantastic. Now, before we get out of here for this festive special, it wouldn't be a festive special without toys. And I've got quite a lot in this week, so we're going to do a reverse stream. I'm doing pickups at the end. So here I am. I've got a massive pile to go through. Now, before I go through this massive pile, Cheeky Monkey and Matthew, they've got nothing to show. I can tell you that much. Craig or Jamie, do you have anything to show?
I've just been given a lovely gift from Matthew for Christmas. Thank you.
You're not going to show it, are you? Because you weren't going to move it. Your lovely Home Alone house is in its display case, and there's no way you're moving to get that, is there, dear?
I've seen it, Kiara. Don't worry. I've seen it on you.
How has he seen it? Craig, you've been he's now apparently lives next door, so I think he's been spying again. He's been spying.
Spying over the fence line.
There was I'm going to have to. I've removed him for spying. There you are. Removed him. There you go. He's back again. I love the power. I can't believe the power.
I blame Dan Who for this, Matt. I tell you what, that Dan Who. When the next time I see him, look what has started.
When Dan gets this far on the replay, I'm loving it. Anybody got any toys to show? Festive toys. Show us your toys.
None to show off, but I did get finally got the AEW Daniel Bryan in. From
where from? I haven't got one. I need one.
The whole shebang.
Thank you, Jamie.
June. And obviously the Spider-Man stuff came in.
Okay. Very good. I need to go and see if I can find an order for Daniel Bryan because I don't have one. So I will check out whole shebang in a bit, see if they got any stock. Craig is showing me a Rogue, I think, from a quick thing, and now he's got a Vision.
That was a Rogue. I had 3 of the Void coming. I had Vision, Namorita, and Justice, which they all look great figures, to be fair. The Void Wave, I'd say by far is it's one of the best I'd say we've had this year.
Yeah.
/ next year, whatever you want to call it. But
I have some bad news.
That is the debate.
I had another Wolverine come because when I ordered it, I ordered Bishop, but then they went, sorry, there's no more Bishop. What would you like? I went, I'll have another Wolverine. So I've got a Wolverine on card. I brought the 3 Spider-Man, which I absolutely love, for Andrew. And then we got...
No, he's opened Andrew. He's been braver than me. I've left Andrew mint on card. I couldn't bring myself to do it.
And
he's on the wall.
You got Toby. I love the unmasked head sculpts as well. They're brilliant. I really do like them.
What stands are you using there?
They're NECA stands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know the ones you used to get in the pack. They're just old NECA stands I found, and I was just like, because they kept falling over. They didn't want to stand up for some reason. What else have I had? I had this guy, but he's not in the box. He's on the shelf. But yeah, Mutton Junkyard.
Mutton Junk.
Best Joe of the year.
Look at our junk.
Joe of the year. By far.
Our dual junk. Look at that. Fantastic.
Yeah. Snowjob was my number 1, but Snowjob's number 2 now after this. I've had so much fun posing this. He's on the shelf. I had Chuckles turn up this Christmas as well. Had quite a bit, to be fair. I had my Secret Santa.
Greg's helping here. I just whip them out too. We're having a good time here.
Just and my model above will show.
Your model.
I
what else you got? I can show.
I had a giant size his tank.
Oh, that's next door. I can't show that.
Hasbro sent me not 1 visor replacement, 2 visor replacements.
There you go.
So, yeah. Oh, wow. Well, I think it was one of them. I got sent one, and then 2 days later, I got sent another. I was like, okay. Yeah. I think it's because I went through, I complained, and I obviously sent my emails off. But then they asked me to re-email the same thing I did. So I did it again, and I think that's why they've sent me 2.
Oh, well, at least you've got 2 spare now.
In case you break another one, you've got the bonus at least. Yeah.
But either way, they still don't fit the tank properly. A bit of blue tack, but they're fine. And I have a surprise present today. I don't know if the person wants me to show it, but I'll show it off. It's from one of our fellow legends, and I was surprised today. I come home from work. I've been on a 7-hour shift. I was absolutely knackered, and my brother went, "There's a parcel here for you." I went, "Hang on, everything's come before Christmas, so." The only thing I'm waiting on now is Low Light and Wonder Woman when they come hit. So I was thinking, what's this? I opened it up. It's an Amazon gift wrap with a nice little card, and I'll read you what it says on it. To Craig, have a great Christmas. From one legend to another. Can anyone guess who it's from?
Craig's #1 fan, Cheeky Monkey.
#1 fan. Oh, close.
I don't know where Craig lives.
Rich M sent me a present.
He must have been drunk. He must have been. He started
when I read the card, I was like, "No, what's he sent me?" But I was opening this, and I think I think I know what it is. I had a feeling it might be Chris Star. To be fair, I would have laughed so much if it was. But if I can get it out, come on, bloody Amazon.
Craig doesn't wait for Christmas Day, people. He's straight in there. Oh, it's Monet.
Monet Saint Croix. I don't know if I said that right, Rich, but yeah, she's one I don't have, so she's going in the collection. So thank you to Rich M for that. It made me laugh and both feel joy at the same time.
We'll give Rich a bonus of Craig's face. There you are, Rich. You have a double of Craig's
bonus.
Thumbs up from Craig. Thumbs up from Craig there. Fantastic.
So I have some bad news, Jay. He's out of stock now.
Oh, Daniel Bryan's out of stock. Thanks, Jamie. Yeah. He's ruined Christmas. He's ruined Christmas.
Sorry.
He's fixed his internet connection. He's gone to the kitchen. He's ruined Christmas.
Oh God, that's it. Christmas
I put in the pre-order in June with them, and they kept pushing it back and pushing it back.
Yeah, that wave is severely delayed. But Jamie, that's a perfect segue because I have some AEW figures too. I got old Joey Samoa, so I got Samoa Joe. But that isn't the main one I'm here to show. I'm here to show channel exclusive video coming as soon as I can after Christmas because this wave has not hit our friends in America yet. So we have it first. So I better get a review on. CM Punk is here. The Luminaries Collection CM Punk, the last AEW CM Punk figure, technically in his Ring of Honor attire, circa sort of 2006-ish, is here.
So this may be enabling you a little bit, so I'm sorry, Chief. You may need to cover your ears. Have you seen on Derek's Toy Barn, they have the 4-pack, AEW 4-pack with the belts that was an Amazon exclusive in the US?
I have not, but I only want the All Atlantic title, so I'm trying to avoid the 2-pack. It's all right. I'm okay, dear.
Them ears.
I'm trying to avoid that one.
You'll do it anyway. I can't stop him, can I? So.
They are all going to be released separately as well.
Yeah, that's why I thought I'd hold out. And also, we've got Brody King and, of course, Buddy Matthews. I was going to call him Buddy Murphy then. Lucky Git. Mr. Rhea Ripley. Get him off. Not even having him on the screen. I'm not even having him on the screen. So there's Brody King. So I will be doing unboxing and reviews of these bad boys. In at least a week after Christmas. I was going to do it tonight, but we've been building Cheeky Monkey's Lego house all day, so I ran out of time. So blame Cheeky Monkey. But we'll have videos up next week of the 3 figures from Wave 8 of the Unmatched collection because we do have them here early. So they are here. They're in the pile. What else we got? Now it's Cheeky Monkey's downstairs. You see, I mean, I got to try and handle this by myself, which. The glamorous assistant is buggered off. So we've got review on the channel as well. If you want to check out Doc Ock arrived here in the UK literally yesterday. So he has gone up on the channel. Dan's also got one up as well. So we've beaten MCU Collector. We have the UK victory this week for the early arrival of Marvel Legends.
You beat them both, didn't you, Jay? Dan and MCU.
I technically beat them both, but Dan goes for the super professional review. I went for the let's get a review on quick. So OTK, man, but I actually got him to stand up really well. So I was super impressed in the review with this figure. Spoiler for my top 10 of Marvel Legends, if I ever get to that video at some point in 2024. But he's definitely up there. I think this is a fantastic figure. The Green Goblin came in as well from Star Action Figures. So these are literally just empty boxes because the figures are already in the collection. Talking empty boxes, I've got another one. I know Rich has got this one as well. It's Shiva from Mortal Kombat. And get you a nice little close up there. Matthew's having the time of his life looking at that.
Nice. I didn't even know you got it.
Could you
handle nice laser blades there?
Could you handle a 4-armed lady, Matthew?
I'll give it a good go.
There you go. You'll try. And it's Christmas lunches.
Remember,
Now,
you can do anything if you're brave enough. This is what we've established.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the motto for tonight.
I was looking for my dick earlier. I may have found him, but to tell a lie, no, it's Tim. It's Tim. It's only Tim. Tim Drake has turned up, so I got him in from Amazon. I discovered he was in stock on Amazon, so Tim Drake is here from old Toby Mac, who is back taking over.
Have you pre-ordered Wonder Woman, Jay?
I have, yes, thank you. I have pre-ordered Wonder Woman. She is on the pre-order list.
Is it on Amazon? Yeah.
Yes, yeah, on Amazon. She's pre-ordered on Amazon. I've got to stretch because my Batman animated collection, I told you there's a lot to go through here. We got some good stuff in this week. It's finally complete after all these years waiting for Alfred because I couldn't get him in the Batcave because he was so expensive. Todd's pretty much done the reissue and he's not put the silly cell shading on. So Alfred will fit in perfectly with the Batman animated figures. So the collection after all these years is pretty much complete. Yeah. Now Todd's re-releasing them all.
I'm hoping he does the Lois Lane and Superman 2-pack re-release because that's mega money.
They're all mega money. Now he's destroying my collection value as well, Todd.
Where did you get the Alfred from, Jack?
Comic and Cocktails. Comic and Cocktails. That was a pre-order. So
I'll have a look. I hope he redoes Clayface. That was one I missed, and he goes for a pretty penny now.
Would you two stop trying to destroy the value of my most valuable collection?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most moved around collection as well. It's moved everywhere around the house.
Yeah, that collection is moved around. It's currently in a box, literally next door. It was supposed to go on the shelf today, but again, didn't get time. So that'll be in my my Christmas time off. I'll be able to get to that on the shelf. I shipped him a pile of loot. So my gargoyles are here. So Xanatos is here. I've waited for this figure all my life. One of my favourite villains from another classic 90s series. So he is finally here. Elisa Maza is here as well.
Elisa.
Craig's shown us his shelf of the Batman animated stuff. And we've got Lexington as well to complete the actual gargoyles.
They have an Alfred on Forbidden Planet, Craig.
Oh, bro. I might be going there tomorrow anyway because I've got to go Christmas shopping. So might be
Christmas Eve. Always another one not organised.
Working retail, Jay. Working retail. What can I say?
Crazy.
Oh, I got out of that years ago, Craig.
And I've just got a promotion after Christmas as well. So
congratulations.
Well done. Yeah. Craig is a.
I am a supervisor now.
Full. Give you
not much more pay than what I'm on, to be fair, Jay.
But, how much discount do you get on those Doctor Who sets, though, Craig?
I get 10%. So not a hell of a lot, Jay. We get like they put on weekends every now and again where we get 20% off. Say anything that comes in a brown box will get 20% off for that weekend. Or some weekends they do 20% off.
That comes in a brown box.
It's the situation of what's in the box.
There's the brown box. There you go. I've got a graphic for that.
Plenty of flaps for you, Jay. Plenty of flaps.
So we cover Craig's face. This surprise got to me as well. The Mattel Creations Rowdy Roddy Piper and George the Animal Steel Ultimate Edition 2-pack. They hadn't even told me it's shipped. I thought it was a pre-order. Apparently it was in stock when we ordered it literally 2 weeks ago. So that has come. So that needs to go in the resting collection as soon as possible. Another early pickup there. And we've got two more. We've got two big ones. Now, Craig's going to get a little excited on this one, so calm down, Craig. This shipped from Amazon yesterday. This is massive. This is one of the biggest boxes I've ever received, a shipping box, at least.
Wow.
It's Lobo and his Space Hog.
Where was that from, Jay?
That is from Amazon. That was
Amazon.
That was in stock.
They haven't not long just put that stock up, have they?
I literally saw it yesterday. I did share it in some of the groups because I missed the pre-order on this. It sold out instantly. So he is here.
2 minds of it, to be fair, but it does look good.
21 inches, so you're going to need a lot of shelf space for it. You need a lot of shelf space.
The Batmobile at the minute, that's just because I've moved it for the his tank.
Hopefully it comes on a stand, so I should be able to hopefully at least stick it off the shelf in a way there, which might work. Right, and final pickup then. Our final pickup of the festive season before we get out of here and go and have our dinner. I'm still yet to cook. Matthew's done no cooking at all there. He sat down there, could have at least started the cooking.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
To be fair, Matthew's starting to look more and more appealing. He's looking like a cupcake right now.
It's getting there.
Fantastic. It's Homer Simpson jumper. Here we
Little
go.
cherry bakewell, look.
It's a big one. It's the Mezco Fantastic 410. I say my poor postman this week's had a terrible week of shipping, trying to get all this in. Yeah, this one had to go on the credit card. The toy budget did not want this one this week. So this has come in for Comic and Cocktails. And she even honoured the old price for me. So thank you, Natalie. That was fantastic. Because this has actually gone up in price since it's been imported in. So I'm really looking forward to opening this one. It's been on pre-order now for what, 2 years? 2 and a bit years at least it's been on pre-order for. So Galactus is waiting. He's been in the cabinet in the living room for a good couple of years, waiting for the Fantastic Four. And apparently Doctor Doom is shipping in January. So it's going to be a busy Mezco month. But finally, we will be having him join the collection. So ladies and gentlemen, we've nearly hit the 2 hour mark. So I think, as Phil Jones is saying here in the chat, sound advice: preheat the oven, because that's going to be working. We're going to cook some food.
Apparently, you shouldn't do that. It's just a ploy to make gas companies have more money.
Well, there you go. I don't usually preheat.
Anyway. It's all good.
Yeah, I don't usually
Just
preheat.
Bang it in, Jay. Bang it in.
Yeah,
get it in the oven. So it's been
bang
a
it in.
festive
Hope
show.
for the best.
Get a bun in that oven already.
I'm going to mute them all. There's that one. He's muted. I'm going to mute them as well. There you go. 3 mutations. It's all going on. They've got muted. They haven't turned the oven on. Those 2, there you go. They're all muted. There was I'll let them back in. I just enjoy the power. It's gone to me head. It's all that eggnog.
Too much power.
Too much power. Too much power. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the Jay's Toy Collection Christmas special. We've had Mark Tac on earlier. You can go follow him at Tac Toys to Film on YouTube. Do go check out his video from earlier today as he's put up Santa Claus as a soldier. It's a very weird action figure. Yeah, it's a very, very weird one. So you can go find him on there. If you want to stick around on the channel, we will have those AW figures up in the week. I'll have to do a load of top 10s. Going to have to do a top 23 of 2023. And we will be doing a Christmas Day video. There'll be a potential trip down memory lane on Christmas Day that I should have filmed this afternoon that we haven't done. So I'm going to have to try and film that tomorrow evening rapidly. So that one needs to be filmed, and we will have a Christmas Day special little video. So thank you for watching. It's been a fun year here on YouTube. This will be the last live stream of 2023. I will be back, of course, in 2024. But my first full, complete year on YouTube was 2023. And I must say it's been great fun. So we've met a lot of you all in the chat along the way in person, and as this toy game has continued here in 2023. I've met Craig. Now I can't get rid of him. I don't know. It's just you can't
get rid of me.
There's
I met Dan Hu, and now I've met the bunch of you. I'll just see, for God's sake.
Wherever I turn up, he's there. I go to bed some nights and I just think of Craig.
I have that effect. Obviously, I'm still waiting. I'm waiting on this commission for this, using my face. I wondered why you hadn't sent me the link yet. I was thinking he hadn't sent me the link.
I was.
Oh, he's got my face and Mr. Blobby on.
I had a plan, a cunning plan. I made that this morning. I thought I'd do a festive super chat. So thank you for all the super chats out there. They will help fund the toy collecting here in 2024. As I say, it's been a fun year. The wedding fund. We'll get the wedding funds back in 2024
My
as well.
50% can go towards your wedding, Jay, which is never going to happen. Yeah.
The tax man will have the other 50%. That often likes to happen. So there'll be loads of more videos to come. So thank you to everybody for watching. It's been a fun ride here on YouTube. Gone over the 1,000 subscribers now and getting pretty close to 1,500 now. So thank you for subscribing and enjoying the content. It's been fun to make it. I've now got me an office out of this, so that was nice to have an office.
I was conned.
If you were conned, if you want to watch some videos,
office, suddenly there's toys in there.
There's some videos. There's some videos. You want to watch those? You can watch those. Doc Ock, as you can see, he's up there. We've got a mutton junkyard. We've got the hiss tank that's there, and how me and Matthew created this very display behind me. That's the video in the middle that you can see on there as well. So you can go and see that one and see how we got to this. So do check out the channel if you haven't. I'm sure you'll subscribe if you're here. If you're not, subscribe. That'd be fantastic. As I like to say, tickle that like button. YouTube loves it when you tickle the like button. And if you can leave a comment in the comment section, again, YouTube loves that. So don't leave them in the chat. Leave them in the comment section after the stream. So I see everybody saying Merry Christmas to everybody there in the chat. TJ, Phil is still with us. Kevin's still with us. Having a Merry Christmas. Let me go back to this screen and we will do your festive plugs and your festive Christmas messages. We'll start with Matthew.
I'll start with me. Well, I was about to say I'm Cheeky Monkey, so I'll do it on behalf of Cheeky Monkey. My name's Cheeky Monkey. If you could go over to my Instagram page at cheeky_monkey_Kiara. There we go. I did write it correctly. And I'd just like to wish everybody a massive Merry Christmas and hopefully have a good New Year as well.
Fantastic. No, Cheeky Monkey, if you'd like to plug your Lego channel, Cheeky Monkey.
Oh, I've got a lovely Lego channel where I go on adventures to loads of different Lego places, and I build lots of Lego in my loft. So yeah, if you want to go over to the Detached Brick over on YouTube, and yeah, great fun. And there's some disaster videos which are great fun to watch also. So yeah, check out. Happy Christmas, everyone. Hope you have a good one.
It was like that festival film Trading Places there. We just had a in that section. Down to Jamie.
So you can follow me on Instagram at Craig's_collection_UK.
Oh, we're actually doing this.
I just want to apologise. I just want to apologise for the popping in and out more times than the hokey cokey.
There you go.
At least it's you, Jamie, and not me.
TJ Williams, I like that. Jingle that bell for notifications as well. I always forget about the bell. So that festive bell jingle, hit that one, and you'll be notified every time we go live, which is usually every 2 weeks. At the moment, on a Saturday night, we're currently doing it. So do, of course, thank you, TJ Williams, there for reminding me to jingle that festive bell. That was Craig or Jamie. No, Craig for Jamie.
Yeah, you can find me at JMG Toys on Instagram. Yeah, sharing all my Buffy figures and my Angel figures. And anything to do with Doctor Who, I showed the same pack off 3 times in a row. Yeah.
It was 5 this year.
Oh, fantastic!
No, but Merry Christmas to everyone and Happy New Year.
Thank you. This is the best outro I think we've ever done. This is fantastic. Oh, I've got an outro video as well. I better get that ready up. Smash the like button, subscribe, or no milk and cookies. So Mark's giving you a warning in the chat. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've lost the plot by this point. Well, I might as well just join in all this. So let me sign off in a completely different way then. Pow, welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. My name is Dan W. You can follow me on Instagram. It's Dan Who. And we've beaten MCU Collector. So that's all I've got to say. And we'll see you next year.
Pushing the copyright barriers tonight.
Bye.